Rich, it's live right now.
Okay.
It's,
Watch what you say.
yeah, watch what you say, absolutely, yeah. We can turn the mics down, yeah, if you don't want to.
Just pick up something. Yeah. Just turn it on so people want to watch it at home or whatever. I can, yeah, you don't mind moving it. Pretty simple, right? Just follow the button.
Minor coming out later in 3:02 third period. It's 2 minutes for cross check.
Okay, I can do that. Yeah. Hey, Daniel, and what's the deal with VFW baseball? Do they sign up for that, or how does that work?
The coaches will let you know.
Like for just without like VFW baseball goes to the sophomore year, right? Or going into junior year. All the high school coaches talk about that. Okay. I just saw the sign up for the association. It's got me thinking baseball.
Yeah, we don't. Okay. Garcia will reach out.
I didn't know if they had a register or something.
Kind of just continue to until the season ends. And then once the season, all right, we're going to have a team, April, whatever, 15th. Usually before the season is completely.
Yep, makes sense.
April 30th.
Okay.
And you just kind of pick up the as that season ends.
Yep. Cool.
I just did my pre-game interviews. So.
Pursue journalism in college? Is that the...
Yeah, I'm going to major in communications. So.
Very good.
Yeah.
Minor penalty on the Raiders is 7:22 in third period. 2 minutes for slashing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another hockey night right here on KYMN. Jimmy LaRue along with AJ Reister and the crew. We are streaming live tonight, so good evening, welcome. We're on KYMNradio.net, streaming all the action live here this evening, so we want to thank you for joining us here at the Northfield Ice Arena. It is a Big Nine showdown. It is going to be the Mankato West Scarlets taking on your Northfield Raiders. Raiders coming into the season right now, they're 7-4-1. They're 5-0-1 in the conference, so they lead the Big Nine. Mankato West, on the other hand, they've struggled a little bit. They lost their first four coming out of the gates, and they've kind of gone 50-50 since then. They are 5-9-0, and they're 4-4 in the Big Nine. So it's going to be quite the matchup. Raiders coming off 2 wins in a row. They beat Owatonna last Thursday, and then on Saturday they took down Rochester Century 7-1. So very dominant performance by them. Surprisingly enough, back last Thursday, Albert Lee took down Mankato West, and then they went down to Winona and trashed them 10-2. So it's a story of two tales, if you will. Mankato West, like I said, they're 5-9-0, so they've had some rough struggles and some different things going on. And, you know, I know that you were we'll talk to the coach here a little bit earlier. You had a chance to talk to the coach. AJ, what's his feel on the whole season?
Well, head coach Nate Olson for the Mankato West Scarlets is a first-year coach this year, so but he has been around the program for about 8 years, so he knows the guys pretty well. But, you know, as a first-time head coach, you're going to have those ups and downs in the first season. So in his eyes, and quite frankly in my eyes as well, Mankato West is in a great spot, 5-9, fifth in the Big Nine. You know, they're not dead last, they're not first, they're kind of right in the middle, which is right about where they need to be kind of going into this game. And on the other hand, the Northfield Raiders, they are 7-4-1, first place in the Big Nine, which we'll get to in the coach's interview when I talk to head coach Mike Lucraft. But they're feeling good. They are riding a high right now. Obviously, they just came off that big win on Saturday. That was 7-1 against Rochester Century, which is an in-conference matchup as well that they beat up on. So they're feeling good coming into this game against a Mankato West team that has struggled so far this season.
Gavin Brunmeyer from the Scarlets has 18 points on the season, or 19 points on the season. He's got 11 goals, 8 assists. On the other hand, you've got Spencer Klotz, who is just destroying this Big Nine. He has got 37. He's got 16 goals, 21 assists. Camden Kaiser, he's got 20 points, 11 goals, 9 assists. So they're getting contributions from just about everybody. You've got Gabe Sawyer that's chiming in. You've got Brecken Riley's got 7. Ty Frank's got 8. You've got Michael Fossum, who's a defenseman. He's got 6 goals. I mean, they are spreading this thing. I mean, as I'm looking at my spreadsheet, well, you guys can't see it, but I'm showing it. And anyhow, all I can say is they're just about every single Raider that gets in the game has either a goal or assist on the season, and they've got some pretty dominant performances. And I remember the last game that we had done and that we had put on the show was Rochester Mayo, and they tied to a 3-3 tie, but it was extremely physical. And I'm surprised how physical these guys are. You talk to them. You get a chance to talk to these guys. They're fast, and they're physical.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I stand next to these guys, I'm intimidated, and I work out just as much. I mean, I work out every day, so, you know, I feel like I'm pretty fit. But if I'm standing next to these guys, I'm like, geez. I mean, these guys are big, they're fast, and they're not afraid to get their noses dirty when they need to. And when you're kind of reading that list, what I noticed is not a lot of them are like seniors. There's a lot of juniors and sophomores that are getting in there, getting their noses dirty, and putting pucks in the back of the net, which is going to be huge moving forward, not just the rest of the season, but moving into the next year. So talking with the guys, they're excited. They know they're playing some great hockey on the ice, so they're excited coming into this game.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk to head coach Mike Lucraft. You're watching hockey on KYMNradio.net.
To tell you about the different kind of banking relationship you'll get at Franzen Bank and Trust. Hey, Chad Greenway here, and Franzen bankers take the time to learn about your financial goals so they can deliver customized solutions. It's called advisory banking, and it's designed to help you every step of the way along your path to financial success.
In Dundas Northfield, contact Jan Stanton, Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. NMLS number 769611. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, Todd here from Graphic Mailbox. The holidays are here, and we're excited at Graphic Mailbox to help you with all your shipping needs. USPS, USP, DHL, FedEx, and Speedy are all predicting a record holiday season. Graphic Mailbox is ready to help you ship out those special gifts or care packages so they are on time. We have a unique Skip the Line service where you can fill out a form and just drop off the package. No waiting. And you can even drop it off curbside, so you don't even need to get out of that nice, warm car. Graphic Mailbox is here to make your holiday season just a little bit easier.
Your home, auto, and life are important to you. That's why the Northfield Insurance Agency works hard to provide you with the right protection. Kevin, Stan, and Mark offer the products you need with the premier service you deserve. They carry business, auto, farm, homeowners, commercial, and bonds. Northfield Insurance is your independent agent, and they are connected with many insurance companies, providing you the lowest possible rates. Call the Northfield Insurance Agency today. Go back to a Northfield Ice Arena here. Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. You're listening live on KYMNradio.net. We are streaming live here this evening. We've got a few minutes left. As you can see, the Zamboni is on the ice, getting the ice ready to start the game. So we've got about a 7:15 puck drop. That'll be coming up here in just a few minutes. But before we get that far, let's find out what's going on with the Northfield Raiders. AJ was able to catch up with head coach Mike Lucraft. AJ.
All right, I'm Coach with Coach Lucraft here, or as the boys like to call you, Lucky. You had a big game on Saturday with a big win. What's kind of the game plan coming into tonight?
Yeah, West is good. You know, that's another rival that we've had. We seem to have a connection where we've played some really high-level games, either in section playoffs or games that reference conference standings. So this will be another one. I know they've got some high-end scorers, and we've played well as of late, but that trend, you know, it's high school hockey. It changes every night, so we've got to continue to play well, stay out of the penalty box, and hopefully eliminate mistakes, and we'll see how it goes.
And it kind of looked like you and Olsen kind of had a nice relationship. How long have you known him, and kind of what's kind of your relationship been like with the West head coach?
Yeah, you know, he's new this year, so Curtis has been the head coach there for a number of years and stepped down this year, so good that they stayed within the program. I think that's always important to keep the continuity between the players and the coach. He's kind of a golfer, as am I, so we've kind of connected that way as well. And like I said, we've had such a good rivalry with West that it's a friendly, good competition. You know, we want to beat them, they want to beat us, but you know, we're good rivals. You know, it's clean hockey, it's good physical hockey, but we respect them, and hopefully they respect us. So it's good that way.
Last question. You're at the top of the Big Nine right now. What does that mean to you and this team right now?
Yeah, it's one of our goals at the start of the year. You know, we wanted to try to, you know, win a conference title. That's part of it. Obviously, the main goal is to try to get to the tournament. So, you know, one step at a time. It means that you get every team's best game. You know, nobody overlooks you. And so that's good for us because we have to compete and play at a high level. It's been a unique year. Our schedule is very back heavy. We've had one game canceled because of COVID that we're trying to reschedule. But it means that, you know, right now we've played 12 games, so we've got 13 games basically in the next 30 days. So we're going to be playing almost every other night. And we'll see these guys twice. You know, tonight and obviously, you know, the last game of the regular season. So potentially that can, you know, have conference implications or section seeding implications. So all these games are really important, and like I said, we'll hopefully be ready to play our best.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck tonight.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, AJ. And as you can hear from Coach Lucraft, that you know, you can't overlook any game at all. And Mankato West, like I said, they've been kind of going on the 500 mode ever since that first initial 4-week start. So you never know what you're going to get, but you can't take your eyes off the goal. And if you do, you're going to get beat up. And I do know that when he was talking about the key is keeping out of the penalty box, the Raiders are physical, and they do have a tendency to get some cross-checking penalties. They get some roughing penalties. They like to kick it around a little bit, and they get a few tripping penalties and stuff like that. They get a little over-aggressive and stuff like that. So definitely a clean game is going to be the key to the success, I think, tonight.
Yes, most definitely. The Raiders, I think, that's kind of their MO now. I think the rest of the league is kind of figured out that the Raiders are physical. They're not afraid, like we talked about earlier, to get their noses dirty. They're not afraid to kind of throw their bodies into harm's way. So no doubt going to be key tonight for both teams to try and stay out of the penalty box as much as possible, to try and keep full strength, because that is when teams have the best possibility of getting the puck in the back of the net. So that is the Raiders' MO, to get physical, but tonight they're going to have to try and stay out of the penalty box.
And one of the other keys as well is the fact that you've got a senior in the nets by on our team anyhow, Waylock. Keaton Waylock is actually he's only a junior, and he's actually been performing really, really well. He is performing at about a 900 level. So it was at 93% save ratio a few weeks ago. It's down to about 90, but the thing about that is he is consistent and he's in the net all the time. Whereas Mankato West is going to have Wyatt Lund or Matthew Berkmeyer, and I believe Berkmeyer is going for him tonight. He's got a 8.52%. So we've got the advantage in the net, definitely because of time in the net. But they, depending on the situation, and they've been split in time throughout the season. So again, we've got he's got Berkmeyer's at a .852, where Lund is at a .822. So hopefully the goalie gives us another advantage as well. Yeah. So when we come back, we're going to talk to Mankato West to find out what's going on. You're watching hockey on KYMNradio.net. Your home, auto, and life are important to you. That's why the Northfield Insurance Agency works hard to provide you with the right protection. Kevin, Stan, and Mark offer the products you need with the premier service you deserve. They carry business, auto, farm, homeowners, commercial, and bonds. Northfield Insurance is your independent agent, and they are connected with many insurance companies, providing you the lowest possible rates. Call the Northfield Insurance Agency today.
Since 1876, Wanamingo Mutual Insurance Agency has proudly offered homeowners and farmers fire, wind, and auto insurance. With Wanamingo Mutual Insurance Company, all decisions are made locally, so you can expect quick, responsive claim service with agents who know your name. So for homeowners, farm combination packages, along with fire, wind, or auto insurance quotes, contact an insurance company that knows you by name, not your policy number. That's Wanamingo Mutual Insurance Agency in Wanamingo at wgomutual.com.
Northfield Construction Company has provided quality general contracting services to the Northfield community for over 45 years. Our experienced and diverse team can handle projects from the smallest home remodel to a large-scale commercial project. Whatever your construction need, Northfield Construction will deliver. Call us today about your next project. 507-645-8975.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. Jimmy LaRue along with A.J. Reister here. We're going to catch up to our Mankato coach, Mankato West coach, and we're going to see what he has to say about tonight's matchup.
I'm here with Coach Olson, the Mankato West boys hockey team. Coach, from what I've heard, this is your first year coaching. Am I right about that?
That's right. Yep, first year as a head coach. Spent the last 8 seasons as an assistant with the program, so familiar with it, know the kids pretty well, but first year as the head guy.
Yeah, so coming into this game against Northfield, I'm sure you've kind of seen some of their games so far. What's kind of your game plan on offense to attack this team?
Yeah, they're always going to be a well-coached team. Coach Mike Lucky, I call him. He does a really good job with his group. He's always got talented kids that can really move the puck and attack with speed. And so we're going to try and bring that right back to him. We want to get pucks on net. And we always talk about making sure that we're stopping on the crease and get some second-chance opportunities and see what can happen. So it's a small arena, so pretty much anywhere you shoot from is a nice scoring opportunity. And we try and score dirty goals, nothing pretty. That's kind of the MO of our team, and what's brought us some success lately is just finding a way to be around the net and put in some loose change. So we're going to try and do that and see what happens.
You have 2 great goalies on your squad. My first question is which one is starting tonight, and second of all, what's kind of their game plan coming into tonight on defense?
Yeah, tonight Matt Berkmeyer will be in net. He's a senior, done everything right, is a great kid, real smart kid too. just shows up with a smile on his face and works hard every day. And he's been, you know, a guy that the guys rally around quite a bit. He's just a fun guy to be around, and a guy that's really bought into who we are and what we do as a program in terms of on and off the ice. And so he's going to make the first save for us. We got to make sure we're doing a good job helping him clear, that loose change I talked about earlier out. And but he's somebody we have confidence in and we believe in, and our guys believe in it. So he'll get the nod tonight.
All right, thank you, Coach, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. As you can see, they're starting to do some of these starting lineups here, starting for the Mankato Scarlets. It's going to be number 20, Zach Benson, along with Mason Jansen, number 39. Matthew Perkemeyer will be in the nets. Toby Esse will be the defenseman. Number 10, starting off at Gavin Brunmeyer, along with Gage Schmidt for the Scarlets. Now your starting lineup for the Northfield Raiders are being Keaton Wallach will start, obviously, in the goal with his experience, the junior. He'll be in the goal for this evening. And Michael Fossum, number 2, also defenseman, also a junior. He's got 6 points on the year. And it's going to be Brecken Riley. He'll be the defenseman coming in, another junior. He also contributes. He's got 7 points on the night. And, of course, Camden Kaiser will be with 20 points on the season. He's only a sophomore. So, again, number 20 starting for the forward is Caden Munson. He's got 15 points on the season as well. Number 9, Spencer Klotz with 37 points on the season. He is the senior and coached by Mike Lucraft. So we are just about ready to get started here. We are going to take a couple minutes and do our national anthem and resume with Raider hockey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. We're just about ready to get started here. And just a couple of minutes, we'll be facing off. AJ, you talk with these guys all day long. What's their mindset as they go through the season so far? Did you talk to any of them today?
I unfortunately wasn't able to get the opportunity to talk to any of them today, but throughout kind of our long weekend, I was able to talk to them, and they know they're a good team. The record shows that they're on top of the Big Nine right now, and everyone's getting involved, which is the big thing. All the younger guys, all the vets, they're all getting involved in each of these wins. So they're feeling very confident coming into this game. They know that Mankato West has struggled a little bit so far, but they're not going to let that get to their heads and not let their ego get too big coming into this game. They know they need to fight hard to get this win, and that's what they plan to go out and do here tonight.
So Gavin Brunmeyer, number 7 from Mankato West, he's the guy to be watching out for. He leads their team with 19 points. Brady Hatkin, number 28, with 16 points. Gage Schmidt, number 6, with 13. And Hunter Rigdon, number 9, with 8. And then Sam O'Neill with 6. So those are their top 5 scorers. Those are their top 5 contributors. And we're just about ready for the puck drop. 17 minutes on the clock, and we're off. And controlled by the Raiders, and Munson dumps it all the way back down into the Scarlet Zone. I will say this for the Raiders, one of the top things that I saw in the last game that we had was they do control the face-off circle pretty well, so we'll see how that goes for them tonight. There's a shot on goal, and that one's just going to get ricocheted up and over into the net. We'll have a stop of play. We'll bring it out into neutral ice.
And the point that you made that they like to control the circle quite a bit on the face-offs. Is that kind of goes along with how physical they are, and that they're not afraid to get their sticks in there and go get that puck.
So again, Klotz controlling the puck right there. So again, controlling the face-off. The puck gets dumped all the way down into the corner. Mankato controls, shot on goal, and then blocked and saved by Waylock. There's number one of the night. Like I said, he's had a 90% save rate at this point. So he's, that's just one. So I mean, there's 2 shots on goal already. He saved 2 of them. So I mean, when he's on, he's on. There's no stopping it for sure. And looks like Mankato finally controls that face off, and it gets dumped on the corner, and they're going to pick it right up, and it looks like try to swing it out in front for a shot. Nothing out there. Waylock picks it up again, and we'll have another face off to the left of the Raider goalie. So again, as you can see, the Scarlets in red and black, and the Raiders are in white and maroon. They'll face off to the left of Keaton Waylock. There's a face-off controlled by the Raiders, but they couldn't control it, and there's Gavin Brunmeyer with it. He's all over the top of it. You've got Brunmeyer and Schmidt out there, 2 of the top performers. Now it's Klotz down into the zone from the slot. Shot! And caught right into the glove. Little wrister there by Spencer Klotz as he got behind the defenseman in there and had a nice look at the net.
Yeah, Klotz, he's showing some speed on the 2-on-1 there on the far boards. He had a clean open shot, just wasn't able to get it past Berkmeyer.
So we'll face off just right of the net, controlled by the Raiders. There's a shot towards the net. You've got Gabe Sawyer right out in front, but he can't control the puck. Mankato trying to control the puck down in the corner. In behind the net it comes, and they'll try to skate it up and through. Pops it up through the neutral zone, into the Raider zone. That's Frank in pursuit, but Matthew DeBuse beats him to it, and they're going to call that one now for icing. So we got 15 minutes, 48 seconds remaining here. No score at this time from your Mark Quiddell scoreboard, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Mankato West so far outshooting the Raiders 3-1 in this opening contest here this evening. Again, Raiders control the faceoff. Drop to Frank from the slot, no good. Top of the circle, that's going to come out, deflected off the pads. And the Raiders try to recover in defensive mode. And they are trying to clear their zone. A little bit of stick handling issues here in the early goings for the Raiders, trying to get the puck on. There's a shot out front, but that one is deflected by the defenseman out front. Now the centering pass. That one is deflected by the defense. And they'll skate right on through the neutral zone. Still trying to dump it in. That's Sawyer. Dumps it in all the way behind the net before Jansen picks it up. So he's going to try to skate it up in through the neutral zone. He passes it up to Wittenberg. Wittenberg dumps it into the zone before it's picked up in the defensive zone by the Raiders. Picked up again. Here's Klotz. Nope, I take that back. That's Merritt. Tries to take it through the neutral zone, but that gets deflected by the defense. Now the Raiders try to clear it through neutral ice. Into the Scarlet zone it goes. Scarlet's trying to control the puck down in the corner. Johnson cleared it in behind. Raiders still in hot pursuit. Still trying to clear it. There it goes, right through neutral ice. That's Wittenberg. 1-on-2, shoots it towards the net. Nowhere near. It's going to bounce on back. The Raiders will try to control that puck. Johnson. Ooh, and he just gets smoked in the corner. Wow, what a shot. That was quite the shot there by Zimmerman. So we're going to have a line change here. Another hard hit. So the Mankato West Scarlets coming out very, very, very physical here this evening. So the Raiders are going to back it up a little bit, pull themselves back. Looks like we got a delayed penalty on the play because they pulled Waylock. So they're probably going to call that for a boarding call, perhaps, or roughing. So we'll see what happens. So it's 6-on-5. Kaiser down the right side. Looking. All the way in behind the net. Munson trying to skate up on it. He's going to pass that up to Foss. Fossum shot towards the goal. No good. Deflects coming off for the Raiders. Raiders still in control. We're in a delayed penalty situation here. Klotz. Dump out front. Nothing there. And it is covered up by the goalie, Berkmeyer, at the 13:37 mark. So I do believe we are going to have a penalty against number 22. Is he going in? Looks like that was Jaeger Zimmerman. So he'll go into the box at the 13:37 mark. So just 3 minutes and 23 seconds into the contest, and there's already a penalty, a 2-minute penalty against Zimmerman. So Raiders with a power play opportunity. They've had several opportunities to be in power play. Their conversion rate is so-so, if you will. So we'll see if they can convert on this one, and if they can make the movement, find the net on a power play. Shot deflected. Kaiser up and over. Stayed in bounds. Did not get up in the net. They'll keep play going. Kaiser in behind the net. Looking for something. Down in the right corner. To the point. Back and forth to the point. Fossum, shot on goal. Rebound up front. Nobody out there to get it. And that puck is going to clear into neutral ice. Picked up by Fossum. He's going to reload, and they're going to take it through. Klotz down the right side. Kaiser in the middle. Klotz looking out front. Nothing. He'll bring it all the way around to the left side. Shot up and no good. And into the net it goes. 12:49 remaining here in the first period.
Yeah, the Raiders have 3 or even on shots on goal right now with Mankato West. Mankato West was able to come out pretty early in the first quarter and put 3 shots on goal right away on Wallach. He's able to throw those away, but then the Raiders now have been controlling the puck so far in this power play.
All right, that is controlled the face off by that. Sawyer trying to get him clawed up in the middle, out in front of that net. Raiders in control of the puck. They are in a power play. 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining in the 2-minute power play. Frank shot towards off the skate of the defenseman. Puck comes all the way out to the front. Frank, another shot towards goal. Rebound comes out front, caught by Berkmeyer. So Berkmeyer with another save out in front. We've got 52 seconds remaining on the penalty against Zimmerman. Raiders controlling the face-off for the most part, like I said earlier before, and Ritter, and they'll control it again here with the power play still in play. 47 seconds remaining in our power play. 12 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first period. You're watching Raider Hockey on KYMNradio.net, streaming live this evening. And when we get our studios all fixed up, you'll be able to hear us again live on 95.1 to 1 and AM 1080 KYMN. Raiders with the puck, 25 seconds remaining in the power play. Dump pass there. He's going to get tripped up. Nothing called. There it is. They're going to call a tripping. And indeed.
Well, I tried to hit the bench quickly, but he wasn't able to get to the bench in time before the penalty was called. Trying to get a 6-on-4 there. The Raiders trying to get their first goal of the night. Wallach wasn't able to get to the bench in time.
So 15, number 12. That is Carter Meehan at the 5:05 mark. And he is going to go to the ice box for a couple of minutes as well. Just under 12 minutes. 11:53 left here in the first period. Raiders in a 5-on-5 power play. And now they got 2 minutes as the 8 seconds left in the first. And 1:46 left in the last penalty there for tripping. Klotz all the way around, fires way over the top of that. Fossum trying to keep it in. Kept in indeed. Geiger holds it in. Innocent shot and a goal by Munson. Caden Munson with the goal.
That was some speed.
At the 5-minute and 32-second mark, Caden Munson with the feed off the rebound. Shoots and scores and puts the Raiders up 1-0 from your Mark Cornell scoreboard. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. So a power play goal for the Raiders.
And that was a blink and you miss it goal. That was some speed behind the net. Bounced out in front for Monson. He shot it right away. He did not hesitate there. He pulled the trigger right when he had the puck on his stick, and it paid off.
Raiders in control again with the face-off here. So Geiger got the assist on that one, so that's his 9th point of the season. Scarlets in control of the puck in their own end, trying to skate it through neutral ice. Now they'll pass it up and through off the stick of Brunmeyer. Raiders beat them to him, back in the boards. Pass up to the circle. Shot. Oh, right smack in the gut. Looked like Olsen out there. Took one pretty hard for the team. Good for him. Number 19 with the puck. Kaylin Merritt. Scarlet's trying to keep it in. And Waylock is just going to wrap it up. This line for Mankato is just kind of getting kind of dominant in there in that zone. So they'll just Waylock just figures, hey, let's reset and let's do this again.
Not a bad idea.
10:36 remaining in the first period. Raiders control that face-off, but not for very long because Mankato takes them off the board, being very aggressive, like I said early on. Rigdon in the corner. Out in front, shot! Rebound, out in front, no good. And picked up and recovered by Waylock.
West not super happy about that whistle. The puck might have still been loose on the ice, but the refs called it dead. And the West bench is kind of chirping at the ref a little bit after that whistle.
Yeah, West kind of controlled that puck in behind the net, got a nice little pass out front, and then they just started hammering and jamming. And Waylock didn't actually get his glove on it. It just kept popping off his pad, but they did call the whistle. And now we have a break in the action here. 10 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. That's going to be Frank. And he likes to get physical. There is no doubt about it. There is no doubt about it, but he does get physical. So the 6:42 mark, he's going to go to the box for a 2-minute penalty. So now it's Mankato's time. It'll be the Mankato West. And that is for tripping, so it'll be 2 minutes here as the Raiders cleared all the way down to the Scarlet end. Picked up in behind there. Munson keeps it in a hot pursuit. Klotz, Munson, both after him. In through neutral ice we go. Now it's defense. Shot. Far left of the goal. Puck in control by Mankato. In behind the net. Now into this corner. Schmidt getting tied up by Fossum. Fossum is just Fossum's young. He says he's a junior. He's not that big of a guy, but he is physical. He is a great stick checker. That's a pass right out front. Klotz picks it off. They are down one man as they are on the penalty kill with 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining in the power play for Mankato West. West trying to control the puck. Benson trying to skate it through. He's going to take it all the way through, dump back. And they're probably going to call a little offsides, it looks like, right there. So we'll bring the puck back out to neutral ice. So 55 seconds remaining here in the power play for Mankato West and the Scarlets. The Raiders lead this contest 1-0 from the Mark Now scoreboard like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Kind of controlled by the Raiders, then not, but then recovered by the Raiders. Dumps it all the way down the Scarlet zone. They're just going to kill some penalty time here. Scarlets will skate it through neutral ice. Rigdon down the left side he goes, and in behind the net. Nope, back out front into the circle. Here comes Merritt down the right side. He's going to get stick checked off the puck. And we've got about 25 seconds remaining here in the power play for the Scarlets. Pass to the side, deflected by Waylock, picked up immediately by Geiger. Geiger loses the puck. The puck goes through, all the way through. They'll send it all the way down to the goalie. Goalie will reset. They got 7 seconds. They're going to try to make one more run in the power play here. And down the right side he goes, and he gets taken off the puck by Camden Kaiser with a nice check. Now West will dump the puck all the way down into the Raider zone and do a line change and regroup. That one comes all the way through and all the way down it goes, and so the Raiders will get an icing play. Icing will be called. 8 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the first period.
Yeah, it was a nice penalty kill by the Raiders after Ty Frank had to hit the box for a couple minutes. They were able to clear it quite a few times and able to get that clock to continue to run and get it all the way down to 0 and get back to full strength without any damage.
So we'll face off just right of Waylock. Puck comes loose. West with control. There's a shot from the top of the circle. That's a rebound right out front. Raiders after it. Scarlet's trying to keep it in. Pass all the way out to the circle. Shot towards the goal. Deflected. Broken up by Riley. Puck comes in behind the net. They're looking for somebody coming in the middle. There's a centering pass. That was on the front. Broken up by the defense. Now all the way down to the circle. All the way across. Missed the centering pass. So that's going to get picked up by the Raiders. And they're going to try to skate it out of there. Kaiser looking for a forward pass. Klotz to the left side. And then they're going to get him, I believe, for offsides there as well. So Klotz trying to pick the pocket, if you will, and trying to go in behind him. But he couldn't. It was deflected in the neutral zone. And so that's where it got him. Otherwise, that would have been a nice little breakaway down the left-hand side.
Yeah, Monson had a clear shot. He was looking for goal number 2 on the night, but then the offsides call brought the puck back in the neutral ice.
So we've got 5 shots on goal for each team. 7:35 remaining here in the first period. It's a 1-0 lead in favor of the Northfield Raiders. Controlled by the Raiders as a face-off. Back and forth we go. Johnson up through the zone. Winner loses it off his stick. Puck's going to drop all the way back, and it's going to go all the way back, and here they come. Mankato in hot pursuit. Both teams with some good speed and a lot of physicality going on. There's a decent little check right there by the Raiders. 7:11 remaining. That puck does not get through the neutral zone. That gets intercepted and picked off by Steiden, and then they'll send it all the way back in behind as the Raiders try to clear it. Can't do it. It's kept in. Shot towards the goal. Not anywhere near. Raiders again trying to clear it up against the boards. Tied up in behind the net. And that's going to be Rigdon back there trying to control the puck. Broken up a little bit there by Geiger. So Geiger putting some pressure on. There's a check for you. There's a Sawyer smashing into the boards. Puck came loose. Nobody saw it. Just sitting there. Sawyer taking another shot at him. I wasn't sure where the puck was, but he made sure he stayed on top of that guy. That puck gets released through the set neutral zone. Nobody to pick it up. Now all of a sudden, here comes Olsen down the right side. There's a shot off the face mask. That puck out in front. And it is deflected and caught by Berkemeyer. So another scoring opportunity for the Raiders, but unfortunately, nothing.
Yeah, Parker Voigt kind of had the second chance there after deflection. Kind of took a baseball swing at it. Unable to connect, though.
So we've got 6:19 remaining here in the first period as the Northfield Raiders lead this one 1-0. They'll bring the puck all the way down to the Northfield zone, and they'll face off just left of Waylock. Puck comes loose. Raiders in control. Merritt trying to pick it up. Goes into the neutral zone. Mankato West trying to just dump it back in. Debuts to Frank, over looking in behind the net, regrouping. They'll try to take it off the boards, and it goes into the neutral ice, and that's as far as it goes as it gets tied up right on the blue line. So the Raiders will bring it back into their zone and try to regroup. Dumped all the way back in behind. They're going to call an icing on that one. So penalties, a couple of penalties here in the first period. A little sloppy play here, a lot of icing going on. Started out pretty well. Started out pretty quick. A lot of fast action moving stuff, but slowing down a little bit with all the penalties and stuff like that here in the first period.
Yeah, we talked about in the pregame how both these teams are very physical, and an important part was going to be staying out of the penalty box. So far, both teams have hit the penalty box a couple of times. Raiders were able to capitalize. Mankato West able to stay out of the net for the Raiders.
So the control of the puck there goes up and out of play. There it is. No souvenir here in high school sports.
No. Got to give it back.
You got to give it back. Well, you got to get every penny you can in high school sports. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. It is an expensive sport. It is just crazy, and it's it's on the parents and the kids nowadays. So anything you can say. There it is. Puck comes loose out in front, down to the corner, and it will come loose out there. Klotz trying to control it. He cannot keep it on his stick, and they'll take it right back in. What a shot there was by Fossum right there. Little stoppage of play here.
Fossum's one of those guys. He may be on the shorter side, but he can take a shot, and he can give a shot.
And he gave a shot. And now they're going to give him a shot right back. So they're going to call a penalty on him. So
I'm sure Foss isn't too happy about that, but he's a firecracker. This team, he gives these guys energy, and I'm sure that once he gets back onto the ice, he's going to be 110% going at these guys.
He is a fire plug for sure. So at the 11:33 mark, that's a 2-minute penalty. So, yep, for holding. That's Fossum's going to sit there for 2 minutes and contemplate his holding penalty, but I have a feeling he's not done yet.
No,
So
sir.
5:11 remaining here in the first period. Raiders in the power kill. Kaiser controlling the puck in behind. They're going to skate off. Klotz
lost his stick.
Lost his stick, and then now it's a broken stick more than it is anything else. So now they'll come back in across through the neutral zone all the way back. Frank in hot pursuit back there. 4:47 remaining in the first period. 1:17 in the power play for the Scarlets as the power play kill in effect for the Northfield Raiders. Very effective so far this year as far as killing penalties, the Raiders are. Frank trying to control it. It's going to go up and over the net, and we'll have a stoppage of play, and we'll have to face it off again. 1:02 remaining here in the penalty for the power play for the Scarlets from Mankato West. So again, Mankato West coming into tonight's tournament 5-9-0. They lost their first 4, and they've kind of been going 500 ever since then. So you just never know what could happen in this contest with Mankato West. And we have to see about durability as well. Can the Raiders stay healthy? Who's going to run out of gas first? Mankato West likes to run a lot of lines through, too, so they might have a little bit of an advantage there as far as keeping their legs strong. Puck in behind the net, looking for somebody, centering pass. That's broken up by the Raiders. Down the ice it goes, trying to break it up. There's Geiger skating hard after it. Into the corner it goes, trying to tie it up, put some time off the clock in the penalty. All the way across the ice it comes, through neutral zone. Down the left side, in the left circle, skating in the slot, trying to get a shot and go. That's out front, no good. That one comes loose all the way out in front, but the Mankato West out in front with it. There's another centering pass out in front. Now they got a little shake up at the goalie. Lost his stick out front, can't find it. Tried to take it out on Waylock. Waylock said, I don't think so. Puck trying to clear through the Northfield zone. 1 second. So they are back at full strength again. Into neutral ice it goes. They'll just dump it right back into the Raiders zone. Johnson with the puck. Trying to get it up through neutral ice. Now they'll do a line change in behind, so the Raiders able to recoup from there. Pick the puck up, and Debuse trying to clear it. Merritt trying to clear it. Mankato West staying up very, very tight right out in front. There's a shot. Couldn't get a stick on it. Puck's going to come down the right-hand side. Now back through center ice. That's Frank. Pass all the way to Debuse. Debuse, dump pass. Frank shot. Left of the goal. All the way across. Into the corner it comes. Mankato West through the neutral zone and into the Raider end. Down to the corner it goes as they fight for it down there. Just a scramble down in the far circle down there in the corner. Somebody's trying to come loose with it. Anybody? Raiders try to come loose with it, but it's picked up by West before they're able to get the puck, clear it. The puck's going to go all the way down to the other end of the net, down to the Scarlets' blue red line, so they'll have a icing call against the Scarlets, and we'll bring it all the way back down. Even shots on goal. Raiders have the lead 1-0.
Yeah, that power play earlier in this period is what was able to get the Raiders on the board, and the Raiders have been great on the power kill so far, so a pretty clean game in that regard.
Face-off control by the Raiders, but picked up again, taken back from the Scarlets. There's a cross-ice pass all the way across the Kaiser. He can't get it pucked on the stick, so it'll go right on past, and it'll dump right back into the Scarlet zone. That was another missed pass there, so it's going to come all the way back as the Raiders will try to regroup themselves in their own zone, try to punch it through into the neutral zone. Just missed Klotz, so West going to dump it right back in. O'Neal with the puck. He loses it. Puck right into Waylock's glove, and we'll just stop it right there. So we got 1:42 remaining here in the first period. Your Raiders 1, Mankato West Scarlets 0. You're listening. You're watching Raider Hockey on KYMNradio.net. So just new addition to what we got going on here for streaming some new games, some different games, basketball games, hockey games. We've got some girls hockey. We've done some wrestling already. We got a lot of cool stuff coming. And a lot more where that is to bring you more of Raider activities here on KYMN. Klotz through the neutral ice. Nice pass down the right side. Kaiser looking for a shot. Oh, he's got it right between the 5-hole. Kaiser with the shot on goal from an excellent pass from Spencer Kloss as it puts them up at the 16:35 mark, or the 15:35 mark, 2-0 from here. Mark Quinnell's scoreboard, like a good neighbor, State Farm, is there.
Kaiser had some speed on the near boards, and at first it looked like he was going to try to go for the top corner, but then went right through the 5-hole, right through the wickets of the goalie, and he was able to get it through, put the Raiders up 2-0. Some shifty stick work from Kaiser to put that one through.
All right, so Cameron Kaiser with his 21st, his 12th goal this season, and his 21st point on the season. And the assist, of course, goes to Klotz. That, of course, puts him at about 38 points now on the season. So we got 1:05 remaining here in the period as the Raiders take the lead 2-0. Puck out in front again. Scarlets trying to clear the zone. Picked up by Sawyer. He's going to dump it right back into the corner. They'll try to chew up some clock here a little bit. So the out shooting the Scarlets, the Raiders 7-6 in the first period with a 2-0 lead. Skating all the way through the neutral zone. Benson takes it down in the corner, looking for something out front. Benson will come loose with it on the right circle. Tries to dump it back. In behind the net it goes. 25 seconds remaining. Winner trying to clear the puck. Through the neutral zone it goes. They're going to wave off the penalty, or wave off the icing by the looks of it. All the way across the ice, neutral zone, before it's knocked right back in. We got a whistle on the play. 10 minutes, or 10.8 seconds, I should say, not 10 minutes, but 10.8 seconds. Official timeout to get the stick out of the middle of the ice. It was just staying out there, so they're going to take a ref's timeout here. 2-0 with the lead in favor of the Northfield Raiders. 10.8 seconds remaining. They'll take it all the way back down here to the left-hand side of Berkmeyer for the Scarlets. Face off with Klotz in the net. Mankato controls that one, sends it all the way down. They're going to wave off the icing on that one. Seconds are going to tick right on down to 2-1. And that's the end of your first period here from the Northfield Ice Arena. From your Mark Quinnell scoreboard, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Raiders 2, Scarlets nothing. We'll take a couple minutes, so when we come back, we'll recap the first period. You're watching Raider Hockey on KYMNradio.net.
Financing a house is about more than a mortgage. It's about creating a home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, buying your forever home, looking to take advantage of today's great refinance rates, or finally getting to those home improvements, Hometown Credit Union's wide variety of home loan options and highly competitive rates can help make your house, well, a home. Learn more and apply online at hometowncu.coop. Equal housing lender.
Graphic Mailbox means business. Our team of experts focuses on saving you time and money by ensuring you get the right products and services at the right price in a single quick visit. We can pack and ship almost anything to almost anywhere in the world. But shipping is only one way we can help make your life easier. In addition to our pack and ship service, we are also Northfield's one-stop shop for signs, banners, large format graphics, and multiple business services. Large or small, Graphic Mailbox can handle it. Come on in. We'll take care of you.
Money is a big deal, but Community Resource Bank is ready to help. Whether you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of the Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending products. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is proud supporters of Raider Athletics and wishes all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Doctors David Brust, David Buck, Amy Finn, or Michael Thompson.
Just Food Co-op is your locally owned natural food grocer. Sure, we've got locally produced meats, a great selection of fresh produce, and hormone-free dairy products. But did you know we also carry mac and cheese, chicken nuggets, tater tots, and cheese puffs? Minus the MSG and other artificial additives you really don't want your family eating. There's something for everyone's taste buds at the Co-op. Member or not, you're always welcome at Just Food Co-op, 516 Water Street South in downtown Northfield.
Northfield Construction Company has provided quality general contracting services to the Northfield community for over 45 years. Our experienced and diverse team can handle projects from the smallest home remodel to a large-scale commercial project. Whatever your construction need, Northfield Construction will deliver. Call us today about your next project. 507-645-8975.
And welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. You're listening and watching. No, we're just watching. Well, you're still listening. Technically, You're still listening. Your ears are on, but your eyes are open. It's Jimmy LaRue along with A.J. Reister bringing you live coverage this evening on KYMNradio.net from the Northfield Ice Arena. Northfield Raiders up 2-0 in favor of the Raiders, and it all got started early on. It was... Actually, it kind of all took place with a penalty starting from Jaeger Zimmerman at the 3:23 mark. He went into the penalty box, and just a couple minutes later, so they beat the time. So there's only like 8 seconds left in the power play when Cade Munson was able to break down the right-hand side with a rebound off the front and a nice pass out into the front, and he was able to bang that home for the first goal of the period. There was an exchange of some penalties along the way because at the 5:05 mark, it was number 12, Carter Meem from the Scarlets. They went into the box again, but the Raiders were unable to gather anything from that. And then it got a little bit dicey in there, but the Raiders' Ty Frank was called for tripping at the 6:42 mark. The penalty kill was really good. The Raiders did a nice job of penalty kill there and were able to keep the puck out of the net. And then a holding penalty against Michael Fausto. They called it holding, but it was interesting because he got slammed kind of into the boards, and I think he was holding himself to defend himself to keep him from falling on ice. But needless to say, he ends up going in to the penalty box as well. Another power play kill, and they're able to keep the puck out of the net. And then Camden Kaiser from a pass from Klotz, breaking down the left side, Kaiser going down the right side, puck. Beautiful pass, and he just takes it all the way down and in and just puts it right through the 5-hole. So that's your penalty. That's your first period. It's 2-0. Raiders it's not really they're up 2-0. I wouldn't say that it's a dominant performance. I think it's still pretty even matched right now.
Oh, most definitely, especially on shots on goal. Raiders do lead 7-6, but Mankato West come out firing right away, and they've kind of dominated in front of Keaton Wallock. They've had quite a few possessions right in front of them. Wallock's been able to get a glove on the puck, and a couple of whistles were able to save the Raiders. But Mankato West is definitely making it interesting right in front of the goalie. So, but the Raiders have been able to get a couple of breakaways. That's how they've been getting their goals so far, and the Raiders even had a couple of missed opportunities on some breakaways where the Mankato West goalie was able to get the best of them.
And a couple of offsides as well. There was a couple of plays where Klotz was going down the Munson actually gave him through the neutral zone and had Klotz breaking down that left side, but they got one stick on it, and they called him for offsides. Another opportunity missed by the Raiders.
Yeah, and a big break for Mankato West there. That could have put Northfield up 3-0. But no doubt, an interesting game so far, and a tight one that I'm sure Mankato West is not going to go away anytime soon going into the second period, especially the physicality that we've seen so far. I mean, we've already seen tons of penalties. We know both of these teams are very physical, so no doubt Mankato West is going to try to come back here in this second period to try and make it a little bit more interesting scoreboard-wise.
So Michael Fossum, number 2, the defenseman, he's the junior out there. We've seen less of him tonight, which is surprising. So it must be a matchup situation out there or something like that. So we're seeing a lot more of. We've got Luke Johnson that's out there. Seems to be out there a lot more as well. Ty Frank obviously on there a lot. Brecken Riley out there on a regular basis, and of course then you get Debuse. He's pretty much just a solid. He's just a all around guy. He's out there all the time. You talk to some of these guys, so you talk to like Spencer Kloss and Debuse and guys like that because you attend school with them and whatnot. So are they confident about themselves? Are they? Did they say anything? Did you have a chance to talk to anyone this week to them about anything?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the two guys you just mentioned, Klotz and Debuse, they're two of the most confident guys I know. So I'm sure they're coming into this game. I wasn't able to talk to them specifically about this game, but just talking about hockey in general, they're two very confident guys. They're very confident on the ice with their stick handling and taking shots on goal. So they came into this game with a ton of confidence. Their record shows it. I mean, the scoreboard shows it right now. They're taking shots on goal. Both of those guys have taken a few shots on goal. Spencer Klotz got an assist already in the first period. And as we talked about, Klotz leads the team in points so far this year. So both of these guys, and really the whole team, they're a confident group. And you could just see them walking around the hallway. They walk with each other. They talk with each other. They dress up nice for games, and you can just tell by the way they walk that they are confident. They know that they're good, and they know that they expect to come in here and win. And that's just kind of their mentality, kind of their MO, and a little bit of their ego as well.
Right, exactly. So, there's 3 seniors on the team, and that's about it. So you got Johnson, Klotz, and Alan Royal. We haven't seen much from Royal tonight so far. He contributes with about 4 points on the season as well. But other than that, you got juniors, sophomores, and we saw the JV a little bit earlier. So they got a good squad there too, and a nice pipeline coming up through the ranks. So a lot of optimism for the future. With that said, from the Frank Manila scoreboard, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. The Northfield Raiders 2 and the Mankato West Scarlets nothing. We'll have our second period coming up here on KYMN Radio. In just a couple of minutes, we'll be back to bring our second period to you, and more to come on KYMNradio.net.
Bank is proud to be a locally owned bank that cares about Northfield. They know that their success depends on the success of their customers and their community. Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Northfield area athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to the Northfield Raiders in all of their sports seasons. Whether you are a player or a coach, Heritage Bank is proud of all of your hard work and excited to be cheering you on. Come visit the mortgage and real estate professionals at Heritage Bank, and they will guide you through the home buying process with ease. They look forward to serving you.
Come see the difference at Northfield Ford Chrysler, the home of the best price guarantee on new vehicles from Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. Is also the home of an outstanding service department where we always guarantee to have the lowest prices on tires for all makes and models. We even beat online prices on the 13 major tire brands we sell. Guaranteed. So if you're ready for extraordinary...
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider moving. Northfield Manor allows you to leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. Northfield Manor offers affordable, unfurnished apartments for adults that are 62 years of age and older, or those that have a disability. This controlled access building features a beautiful dining room, lounge areas, laundry facilities on each floor, and an emergency response system. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you are ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Professional Pride Realty is Northfield's only locally owned and operated realty company. The buying and selling process of a home can be intimidating, so let an experienced local Professional Pride Realtor help navigate you and be your best advocate through the entire process from start to finish. Their caring and honest agents and staff want you to be successful in selling your current home or finding the home that's right for you. Professional Pride Realty is dedicated to providing a more personalized service while educating buyers and sellers on today's ever-changing market. Professional Pride Realty, providing you with good information to make good decisions.
Hi, this is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Professional Dental Group has delivered the same exceptional care for over 35 years. Whether you are scheduling for a general visit or an emergency appointment, we are excited to see your smile. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. Brian Kraby, Dr. John Nowak, and Dr. Tyler Yonke, go Raiders.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. You may have heard we now have Southern Minnesota's newest LASIK Center, a fixed laser site at our Faribault location with the latest technology available. But it isn't just technology that makes for a good LASIK experience. I've been doing this for 25 years. I have over 10,000 LASIK procedures under my belt, and that's when I stopped counting 10 years ago. Ritchie Eye Clinic. Check us out, ritchieeyeclinic.com.
Since 1876, Wanamingo Mutual Insurance Agency has proudly offered homeowners and farmers fire, wind, and auto insurance. With Wanamingo Mutual Insurance Company, all decisions are made locally, so you can expect quick, responsive claim service with agents who know your name. So for homeowners, farm combination packages, along with fire, wind, or auto insurance quotes, contact an insurance company that knows you by name, not your policy number. That's Wanamingo Mutual Insurance Agency in Wanamingo at wgomutual.com.
Yeah, that's good. You can't hear it?
This on the period.
Hang on.
Little reverb there, little feedback there. We're getting it figured out. It's a little technical difficulties, but we're live. We're out here at the Northfield Ice Arena. Sorry for the inconvenience there, but we're putting it all together. We'll figure it out eventually. We'll try to get it figured out. So, Raiders lead 2-0 with a power play goal at the 5:32 mark, and then another goal at the 15:35 mark. They able to take a 2-0 lead here in the Northfield Ice Arena. So AJ on a small break. He'll be joining us here very, very shortly. And we are just about ready to get going with our second period here. And we'll get everything started for you here in just about 30 seconds or so. And again, Raiders on top, 2-0. They'll be skating obviously from the right to the left. Munson to start things off. Klotz out there. So again for Mankato, Brunmeyer, number 7, obviously on the ice. He's one of their top performers and their big gun. That guy is 6'4", 240 pounds. Nobody to mess with, that's for sure. Shot right into the glove of the goalie, Brunmeyer. So the Raiders start things off right away just after the face-off, and it's Fossum, who I said, we haven't seen as much of him tonight as I thought we have, and he takes it off the face-off down the left side and gets a shot on goal. So we're underway here in the second period from the Northfield Ice Arena. Raiders up 2-0. There's a shot into the boards, and looks like they're going to call Munson. It's either going to be roughing or boarding. I don't think it's a 5-minute major for boarding, so I don't think there was a delivered. They got to call it for roughing, I'm guessing. So Munson takes no time at all. He just says, I'm just going to take care of business right here. So 15 seconds in. Whew. So it's that quick. And the Raiders are now in the defense mode right away. So they are going to evaluate this. I think they're discussing whether or not to give this a major or a minor. See if they give them 2 or they give them 4. What are they doing here? Referee's talking it over. Mike Lutcraft is going to tell Lutcraft what's happening here. Refs trying to figure out how they're going to call this. They're going to give it a 5-minute. That's going to get them for boarding. So a major penalty against the Raiders. 5 minutes. So
they're going to get 2 guys. They're going to get Voigt as well.
Right. So they're going to send 2 guys to the box for a 5-minute major. against Munson for boarding into the opening of the second period here. So the Raiders are going to be in the defense mode and in power play kill mode for the next, looks like 5 minutes. So Klotz on the ice, they'll skate it around. They're just going to go for stalls and kills all night long. And, of course, there's a 1-on-4. Klotz with a shot. And that one is caught by the goalie.
A little pushing and shoving after that shot in front of the net between, it looks like, Camden Kaiser and the whole Mankato West team.
And the whole Mankato West team, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Klotz just went down the right side and was able to take a shot at him. And it came out in front. He caught it directly, and Kaiser kind of got in there and tried to scrub it up a little bit, and Mankato didn't want anything to do with that. So 4:34 remaining in the power play for the Scarlets. So the Raiders under for the next 4 minutes. Let's see if their penalty kill can sustain as it has been pretty much all night long. So this puck's going to be skated all the way down. Here's Brunmeyer, another one of their top performers as well. Centering pass out front, and that one is caught by Waylock. Wow. Nice save by Keaton Waylock out in front. A reverse pass for Brunmeyer out in front. He's tried to find Schmidt out front, and it was a great save by Keaton Waylock.
Yeah, and Waylock is going to have to be on his A game here for this 5-minute major penalty. The Raiders are great at penalty kills, but Waylock has also been a huge part of that with a ton of saves.
So the Raiders trying to control the face-off down in their own corner, try to clear it, can't. Scarlett shot from the left point. That one's all the way past and around in behind the boards. Mankato West on the power play, keeping control of it. They'll clear it out of the zone just like that. Bye-bye now. Matthew DePuse sends it all the way back down to the Scarlet zone. 15:41 remaining here in the second period. 3 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the power play for the Scarlets. Frank in hot pursuit. That one right out in front off the pad. Jumps all the way out. Rebound cleared by DePuse all the way back down to the other end. So indeed, this is a long penalty. There's a shot out front, and it is caught in the glove. Klotz able to find it in behind the net, do a little quick wraparound, but great catch by the lefty. Yep. That's Berkmeyer there. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but he's got his glove on his right hand, so technically that makes him a lefty.
Yep. So
another save for him as well. Like I said, his save percentage is right about .890. So it's still close to that 90 percentile for the Mankato West team. And they like to move them back and forth and run a couple of goalies back and forth. Tonight they go with Berkmeyer. That puck's going to go all the way down into the Northfield zone, and that, of course, will be icing on West, and we'll bring it all the way back to the left circle of Berkmeyer. 15 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the second period. We're just underway here in the second period, and it was 15 seconds in where Munson kind of got a little bit ambitious, I shall say, into the corner and pushed the guy into the boards. They gave a 5-minute major, and the Raiders will be in a penalty kill for the next 3 minutes and 15 seconds. This puck all the way skating in behind is West. Trying to pass it to the circle. He'll just keep it himself. He's going to go all the way to the center. Now to the left. Tries to do a reverse centering pass, and we got a breakaway. Kaiser now to the left side. He scores! Andrew Winter with the breakaway. Number 16. So 2 minutes and 19 seconds into the second period. It's going to be Andrew Winter with the play. So got right in behind the defense, and away he went and went one-on-one against Berkmeyer, and he beats him. 3-0 is your scores from the Mark Quinnell scoreboard. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Raiders short-handed, but Andrew Winter was able to get a breakaway and able to go one-on-one with the Mankato West goalie. He was able to best him, and now the Raiders are up 3-0 with 2:45 left to go in the Mankato West power play.
All right, so the Raiders trying to control the puck, but Mankato fighting back hard. Puck by the Raiders. They're still going to be short-handed here for another 2 minutes and 33 seconds as they take that 3-0 lead. 14 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the second period. That puck's going to go all the way down, and they're going to wave off. Wrap around the front, centering pass. That one gets broken up. Klotz is going to take it. Down the right side he goes. Off the backboard he goes. Here's one of his favorite moves. There's going to centering pass. Shoots it. He just misses it. Couldn't get his stick on it. And that's Camden Kaiser with his opportunity again to get another goal there here this evening, but he just couldn't get his stick on it, and they knocked the goalie's net off the back of the ice. Another great opportunity missed by the Raiders.
I think Kaiser's eyes got a little bit too big there. He's like, this is too easy of a shot, and he missed it.
It's like it was so big. It was like a frisbee. He was like, look at it. That ain't a hockey puck. That's a frisbee. What is that? Yeah, I think he. I don't think he thought Klotz was going to get that pass to him, and he did. And so, unfortunately, but excitement here at the Northfield Ice Arena for sure. So Mankato West controlling a face-off. And down the right side, he gets pickpocketed. Brunmeyer gets pickpocketed by Winter. We got Geiger down in the corner down there. They're going to just pass it out here to Fossum, and they're just going to regroup, try to kill some time off that penalty. Still 1:50 remaining here in the power play for the Scarlets as the Raiders continue to fight off and control their penalty kill. Fossum picks his pocket. Now he'll take it in the left circle, looking for somebody out front. He'll just skate it down in behind, trying to kill a little bit of time. A little bit of pushing and shoving down in the corner before Mankato West picks it up. There's a centering pass out in front there to Hatkin. Hatkin can't control the puck. Now it's going to come right on back. Klotz has got it. Anything could happen with that guy. There's a shot. He scores! Oh, it's off the pipe. And they're going to wave it off. Klotz with a shot off the pipe. I thought it hit the other side of the net, but they said it did not clear. So it is down to the other end it goes. Northfield threatening again on the shorthanded opportunity. 1 minute remaining in the major penalty against Munson. Raiders. Excellent penalty kill. Klotz again. Dump pass. Tried to dump it for a breaking Geiger, but it's broken up. Now Klotz again. Another shot off the pad of the defenseman. They'll pick it up. They got 37 seconds remaining. They're going to regroup, try to figure something out, make a hard run if they can. There's a centering pass there through the neutral zone. Raiders trying to break it up. Now down the right side they come. Nothing there. That's going to get picked. There's Debuse. He takes it away from him. He's going to skate it through neutral ice, and then he's going to just take it and just going to roll down into the corner. Let's try to stall for time. 10 seconds remaining in this power play. Not able to get a lot of shots off either as Mankato West. They got one early on that penalty play, and that was about it. Now down the right side to the circle. In behind the net. Look at the centering pass. Now it's rebounded by that. Another shot, and it's in the net. Number 12, Camden Kaiser with his second goal. And he could have had three. He could have had a hat trick already, but that's a second goal of the night.
Yeah, Kaiser unable to capitalize on the wide open one earlier, but able to get in there, get his nose dirty, and right in front of the net and put it in the back of the net. Kaiser making a great play with a lot of bodies out in front of the net. Somehow able to get a stick on the puck and kind of just slid it right into the back of the net. It's hard to touch him up here.
He had the goalie and three other guys, and he was able to sneak it past. So, nice effort by Kaiser for sure. All right, the puck's going to get controlled. Now Olsen down the left side from the left circle. He's going to look for a centering pass. Another shot out front, but that one comes off the stick of the goalie. Out in front, another shot on goal. Another one out in the middle, and that one's no good. Now, Raiders really putting some hustle to the muscle out in front of the net here. They are really fired up right now, leading this contest 4-0. There's another shot, broken up by the defense. Up and over the net they goes. Johnson with a powerful slap shot, and what a display by the Raiders here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, short-handed, able to get 2 goals. Definitely not an easy task. I mean, the Raiders are very well known for having a great penalty kill and having a great goalie with Keaton Wallock in there, but able to get 2 short-handed goals is something that is very difficult to do for any hockey team at any level. The fact that the Raiders were able to get a couple there is very impressive.
I mean, just to kill the penalty. But to score 2 shorthanded goals, that is very impressive. So we've got a timeout on the ice right now. 11:07 remaining. The Raiders out shooting them in this contest 5-3. So even then, they're out shooting them. They're shorthanded for 5 minutes. They score 2 goals. They outshoot them 5-3, and that's a pretty dominant performance by the Raiders.
That just shows you how deep this team is. I mean, they had Voigt and Monson, 2 of their key players, on the bench for that power play, and they were still able to find other guys to be able to put pucks in play and put them into the back of the net. So it's pretty impressive to see what this Raider team has been able to do.
All right, so we got a little 30-second timeout right there. I think Mankato West wanted to talk about something, but they need to talk about something for sure, because right now the Raiders out shooting them 12-9, but bigger than that is that 4-0 lead. And when you've got a guy in the net that's got over a 90% save ratio like Waylock, that's a tough battle.
Most definitely. And I mean, this Mankato West team is no team to sleep on. I mean, they're 5th in the Big Nine right now. I believe they were 5-9 overall, but this is a tough team. It's not like they're at the bottom of the Big Nine. They're still in the top 5, so definitely a team that is one that comes in here expecting to play well, but the Raiders have been dominant here so far.
So, puck in behind the Scarlet's net. The Raiders continue to keep it down in the Scarlet zone. Winter tying it up down in the corner there. Trying to clear it out, can't do it. They just keep hammering it in there. Geiger with the puck. And now he's going to break it up again. Out comes Sawyer with a shot. And then now they're going to call him for a penalty, I do believe. I mean, he slid up underneath him. Let's see if they send him to the net or if they're going to call just a stoppage of play here. Nope, they're going to call him. So in the net, Jake Geiger goes. So again, a little penalty action there by Jake Geiger. He tried to go in there to break up the pass or break up the puck and ends up getting called for a penalty.
Yeah, Geiger takes a seat next to Monson, who is still taking some time in there. I think they got him for unsportsmanlike conduct, so he's going to be in there for a while.
Second period, number 11, 2 minutes. Jacob Geiger, 2 minutes for tripping.
Okay, so Geiger, 2 minutes. Now the Raiders on a power play kill again. Klotz with the puck down in behind the net. It goes. Kaiser's out there. He could get a hat trick here if they stay true to what they've been doing with the penalty kill and scoring shorthanded. Here comes the Scarlets across in through neutralized. Puck dumped all the way in behind. Can't control it. Klotz trying to control that puck. Frank with the puck. He's going to try to skate around. That should be a tripping penalty right there. And I don't see a hand. Yep, there it is. Hand in the air. So the Raiders are going to try and control the puck here. It's in their own zone. And there it is. The penalty to come at... Looks like we get a little bit of a penalty at the 6:21 mark here as well. And they're going to send number 9 at the 6:21. That's going to be Hunter Rigdon at the 6:29 mark. And he's going to get called for tripping. So, we got 1:07 in the power play. Well, in the 4-on-4, we got 1:07 for 4-on-4 for the Raiders. 2 minutes penalty called against Rigdon there. So we'll have a 4-on-4 for the next minute and 3 seconds. 9:33 remaining here in the second period. That puck's right out in front. Trying to slap it in is Merritt. For it is tied up by the goalie Berkmeyer. 4-0 is your score. The Northfield Raiders 4 and the Scarlets 0 from your Mark Goodell scoreboard. Like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Another call on ice here. They're going to bring it all the way back to the other end, and they'll face off to the right of Waylock. 12 shots on goal for the Raiders, 9 for the Scarlets. 5-3 in the second period here. Puck controlled again by the Raiders. 4-on-4 for the next 47 seconds. That's Fossum in behind the net. Looking to stall some time. That's all they're going to do here. Winter breaking it down the left side. He'll just dump it right back in. Skating hard in there is Merritt. And he tries to get to the puck. Tries to tie him up a little bit. Now in through the neutral zone. That puck gets deflected. Ball comes all the way back. Waylock. Looks like we got another call on the ice. 8:52 remaining here in the second period. They're going to face off just left of Waylock. So they're going to 20 seconds left, 4-on-4 going on here. And they will face off just left of Waylock here. Looks like they called a little bit of a high sticking there, but not a penalty. But now they'll control the puck is Klotz. And he's always dangerous with that puck in his hand. And now it's a pass right back to Klotz, right through neutral ice. He's going to skate right through two guys. He typically tries to do that and then tries to do a dump pass and couldn't complete that transaction this time. So now we got 54 seconds remaining here. And the Raiders are now on the power play. So it'll be a power play position for 48 seconds here for the Raiders with 8:25 remaining in the second period here this evening. Setting up, looking for the mad rush. So they'll bring it up down the left side into the neutral zone. DeBuse off the boards. Try to do a dump pass to Frank. Can't do it. Tries to get it in the zone. Now they try to dump it in behind the net, which they do. Mankato clears it all the way out. That's going to come all the way down. Waylock will grab the puck. Dump it off to DeBuse with just 16 seconds remaining here. Klotz with the puck. Forwarding pass through the neutral zone, down the right side, and guess who it is? Oh, that one is no good in between the pads. And Camden Kaiser down the right side with another shot, another opportunity on the goal, but covered up by Brickmeyer.
Yeah, Camden Kaiser already 2 goals here tonight. Could have had 3 with that open shot earlier. During the short, when Mankato West was in the power play, another opportunity there, just missed.
So, Kaiser feeling his oats tonight, really putting on a performance here at the Northfield Ice Arena. 7:36 remaining in the second period. Raiders controlling the puck in the Scarlet Zone thus far, outshooting them 13-9 on the night. Puck all the way around to the far board, picked up by the Raiders, dumped right back in, all the way in behind it goes. And they'll try to skate it out of there with Hatkin. Now all the way across to Rigdon. Rigdon can't control the puck, and it comes off. And the Raiders will regroup and bring it back the other direction. In through neutral ice it goes. And down goes Voigt. He's going to try to get there first, and he does. But he falls down and slips, and Mankato West able to recover. That one's going to go back again into the neutral zone. Merritt going to dump it across, dump it into the zone, and into the Scarlet down the right side they go. They're playing tag right now, just a little bit back and forth, a little tic-tac-toe. Your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. So the Raiders up 4-0 with 6:37. They're trying to get something out front. There's a centering pass out there. That one is all broken up. Winner with an opportunity. Can't do it. That one's going to break loose all the way down. Looks like they're going to call icing on the Scarlets. So a 6:28 remaining here in the second period. 4-0 is your score from your Mark Quinnell scoreboard. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. So I want to remind everyone that we're going to try to do a bunch of games here coming up. Our next game, I believe, is going to be Friday night. We'll have a little basketball going on. Then next Tuesday, we got some more hockey. We got some more basketball the following week, and we got some boys and girls. We're going to mix things up a little bit along the way. There's some opportunities to maybe do some swim meets. We got some wrestling meets coming up, and it's all coming from you and streaming live on KYMNradio.net. So the Raiders, again, trying to control the face-off there. Into the Scarlet Zone it goes. Hot pursuit is Geiger. Tries to find the puck. Can't do it. Trying to control it. Winter trying to dump it in. Keep it in. Getting checked off the puck a little bit. West trying to control it. Down the right side they come. And here's the big guy. Look out. That's Brunmeyer. Picked up by Schmidt, the other guy. So both of these guys are pretty good-sized fellas. And when they're on the ice together, they really get dangerous. There's a shot off the pads of Waylock, and he jumps all over it, and he will cover that one up.
Waylock having a great night once again, coming in with a 90 save percentage. Mankato West 14 shots on goal, Raiders 10. Waylock 14 saves, 14 for 14 on saves. Raiders able the Raiders obviously able to get 4 goals on 14 shots.
And 30, I mean, we're talking out of 27 actual physical minutes being shorthanded 10 minutes of the time. There's a centering pass out front, and guess who? Yes, Kaiser with the puck, almost with another shot out in front of the net, but couldn't find the home on that one. And this could be, nope, they're going to wave that one off. No penalty on that one. He just got taken down to the ice. Kaiser down the right side, looking across the middle. That puck is going to get intercepted by the defense a bit, broken up by Mankato West. Spencer Claus trying to control the puck in behind the net. 5:02 remaining here in the second period. West again trying to clear it. That one's can't complete the pass, and they'll just dump it right back in to the Scarlet zone. Klotz still on the ice. Kaiser getting mixed up in behind there, trying to find the puck. Where is it? It's underneath. They'll bury it. They'll call it dead puck, and they will face it off. So 4:44 remaining in the second period. 4-0 is your score from your Mark Quinnell scoreboard. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. So again, yes, the Raiders currently outshooting them 9-4 here in the second period. So 16-10 total. Raiders trying to control the face-off. Looks like it comes loose. Kind of controlled, but they can't keep it in. There's Royal. He's out on the ice right there. Tries to dump it in behind, and we got a stoppage of play. Looks like the net came off, and it did. So they'll put it back on, and we'll go again. So a few stoppages of plays here this evening. There's one penalty for the Scarlets at the 6:29 mark on Hunter Rigdon. There was a penalty there, and Raiders, of course, at the same time were already in a penalty, so it was kind of offset penalties. They went 4-on-4 for a little bit, and then they had about a 50-second opportunity for the power play, but nothing exchanged there. The 2 goals they scored have all been shorthanded from that original penalty at 15 seconds in, where Munson got charged for a 5-minute major, and they scored 2 goals during that 5-minute penalty kill. Puck's going to come loose in through the neutral zone. Down the left side is Hatkin. He's going to get broken up, and into the boards he goes. Oh, and he's down. He's down hard. Trying to catch his breath here a little bit. Checking it out. He's trying to get up, and ooh, he's feeling it. He felt the shot there. He's asking for a little bit of help. So that was a hard crash into the boards indeed. Looks like there's no penalty on the play. It's just like they got their skates kind of scuffled up and tuffled up, and into the boards he went. So referee's just giving him some time to get back to the box. 4:07 remaining. And the Raiders will face off just to the right of Waylock. Referee talking to the coach over there. They're just going to do an exchange here, looks like. Going to move some people around.
Yeah, and the trainer went down to the Mankato West bench, and looks like he's
going to take him off the ice for now. That's number 28, Brady Hatkin. Hit it hard against the boards. So, again, there was no penalty on the play. They didn't think there was anything dirty or illegal. So they're just going to take him off the ice for now and get him back into the locker room. So we'll see if he returns for the third period. And, again, Raiders trying to control that puck. And down the left side, it looks like it's Klotz down there. Nope, that's Geiger. Cross ice pass through the neutral zone they come. There's a shot. That's one's going to get broken up and deflected right away by the Raiders. Down to the right circle it comes. Mankato West trying to skate in behind, trailing 4-0, looking to get a spark, looking for something, anything. Winter into the corner. Tries to clear it. Puck comes loose. Geiger down the right side. He's got Sawyer wide open on the left, and he's got a pass just outside of his stick. Unable to convert on that one. 3:28 remaining here in the second period. Raiders up 4-0. There's a pass through the neutral zone, picked up by Winter. He'll bring it back into their own zone, and and that one's intercepted by the Scarlets. No harm, no foul on that one. That could have been a bad mistake right there, but luckily nothing came of it. There's a shot right out in goal, and that is Schmidt with a shot right into the glove of Keaton Waylock. So we've got about 3 minutes remaining here in the second period. Goal. It's all right. Got a little stale here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, and especially with that action we had during the Mankato West power play when the Raiders were able to get 2 goals, and there was a lot of action going on in those 5 minutes.
Shot out front, and that one is going to get deflected off the stick of Waylock. That one's going to get pushed all the way down into the corner. Raiders come up clean with it. Into the neutral zone it goes, so they'll have to bring it back, and they'll restructure that one, try to bank it off the board before Debuse picks it up. Looking. Down the left side, in through the neutral zone. That one's going to get broken up. Klotz trying to clear it into the Scarlet zone before West able to pick the puck up and regroup. There's a shot all the way across. That's a stick-to-stick pass right there. But it's just going to go right in behind the net. Frank's going to try to pick it up. And he'll bring it out off the board, in through the neutral zone and down the left side. Brackey shot, deflected, out front. That was Klotz out front with an opportunity, couldn't get a stick on it. So again, right in the crease, the puck coming loose just a little bit, but unable to capitalize on that one. There's Royal. So he'll take the puck in the zone of the Raiders, trying to pass it up. Klotz picks it up, skating it around, all the way across the ice it goes. Back it comes. Klotz, one of the captains on the team, the senior, fires it all the way into the Scarlet zone. We got 1 minute and 48 seconds. This looks like they're going to call an icing penalty on that one, and they'll bring it all the way back to the right of Waylock. We've got about 1 minute and 48 seconds remaining here in the second period. The Northfield Raiders in control of this one, 4-0. And again, total shots is 10-6 here in the second period with a grand total of 17 in favor, but still able to get 2 shorthand goals earlier and take the lead 4-0. So they got a little circle breakup right there. They'll pull out Sam O'Neill with that, and he'll come in the back. And there's a fire all the way around the boards and in behind. Both trying to control the puck, can't do it. Gets taken off the stick by the defender. Now it's the Raiders' time. Trying to go down the right side into the neutral zone. All the way across. Trips his own guy. And I think they're going to call offsides, even though he tripped his own guy. So, 1:32 remaining.
Monson finally was able to come out of the box after that unsportsmanlike conduct. I think he was in there for about 10 minutes. So, Monson finally able to come out of the box and maybe get in the game for this final minute and a half of the second period.
So, controlled again by the Raiders. Foster across the middle. Into the Scarlet zone. Shot way lifted up and out. Deflected by the defenseman. That one's going to go back up into the net, and we'll bring it right on back. And we'll face off to the left of Matthew Berkmeyer. He is a 5'5", 135-point senior in the net tonight. Trying to get it done for Mankato West. Raiders with the puck. Down the left side of the boards. Tied up down in the corner. Can't really see it with the camera. There they are. They popped out loose there. Essay. Toby passes it up to Brunmeyer. Brunmeyer trying to get past Fossum, trying to break it off. Here's a shot. Little forecheck right there by the Raiders. Trying to keep him off that puck. Brunmeyer trying to get it out in front. And I am thinking we're going to get another penalty on the play. This one is against Fossum.
Yeah. When I saw that one-on-one matchup, Mankato West was trying to come up along the near boards, and West was one-on-one with Fossum, and I knew, good luck trying to get through Fossum one-on-one, but I also knew that he likes to get physical. I was wondering if maybe they were going to catch him on something.
And it looks like he got him for a 2-minute penalty, so they'll wrap this all up. This will be a power play. So they're going to call interference on Fossum, so they'll give 41 seconds remaining here. So far, Mankato has not been able to score on a power play. It's all been the Raiders scoring shorthanded on the power play. So this one drugged down to the bottom. 29 seconds remaining. Let's see if they can continue their penalty kill. That was right out front with a missed opportunity by Mankato right there. Right through the crease it went, and an opportunity to have a shot on goal. Nothing there. That puck's going to get broken up. Klotz down in the corner. They're going to get tussled with the muscle down there. moving things around. 13 seconds remaining here in the second period. So still a very physical contest. The Mankato West not backing down at all. And Klotz, of course, like I said, the senior, who is very, very physical, fast. He's not just, he's fast and he's good, but he's also a very physical player as well. So West will control the puck to the top of the circle, to the point. There's a shot. That one's deflected left to the goal. West with 4 seconds remaining with a centering pass. Nobody out there to find it, and that should wind it down. But that's right out in front with a shot on goal, and that will wrap up our second period with 17 shots for the Raiders, 14 shots for Mankato West. From your Mark Brunel scoreboard, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Raiders 4, Mankato West 0. When we come back in the third period, it will be Mankato West again continuing on the power play. We'll take a few-minute break right here, and when we come back, we'll recap the second period. You're watching KYMNradio.net.
Bank is proud to be a locally owned bank that cares about Northfield. They know that their success depends on the success of their customers and their community. Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Northfield area athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to the Northfield Raiders in all of their sports seasons. Whether you are a player or a coach, Heritage Bank is proud of all of your hard work and excited to be cheering you on. Come visit the mortgage and real estate professionals at Heritage Bank, and they will guide you through the home buying process with ease. They look forward to serving you.
Come see the difference at Northfield Ford Chrysler, the home of the best price guarantee on new vehicles from Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. Is also the home of an outstanding service department where we always guarantee to have the lowest prices on tires for all makes and models. We even beat online prices on the 13 major tire brands we sell. Guaranteed. So if you're ready for extraordinary...
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider moving. Northfield Manor allows you to leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. Northfield Manor offers affordable, unfurnished apartments for adults that are 62 years of age and older, or those that have a disability. This controlled access building features a beautiful dining room, lounge areas, laundry facilities on each floor, and an emergency response system. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you are ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Professional Pride Realty is Northfield's only locally owned and operated realty company. The buying and selling process of a home can be intimidating, so let an experienced local Professional Pride Realtor help navigate you and be your best advocate through the entire process from start to finish. Their caring and honest agents and staff want you to be successful in selling your current home or finding the home that's right for you. Professional Pride Realty is dedicated to providing a more personalized service while educating buyers and sellers on today's ever-changing market. Professional Pride Realty, providing you with good information to make good decisions.
Hi, this is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Professional Dental Group has delivered the same exceptional care for over 35 years. Whether you are scheduling for a general visit or an emergency appointment, we are excited to see your smile. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. Brian Kraby, Dr. John Nowak, and Dr. Tyler Yonke, go Raiders.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. You may have heard we now have Southern Minnesota's newest LASIK Center, a fixed laser site at our Faribault location with the latest technology available. But it isn't just technology that makes for a good LASIK experience. I've been doing this for 25 years. I have over 10,000 LASIK procedures under my belt, and that's when I stopped counting 10 years ago. Ritchie Eye Clinic. Check us out, ritchieeyeclinic.com.
Financing a house is about more than a mortgage. It's about creating a home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, buying your forever home, looking to take advantage of today's great refinance rates, or finally getting to those home improvements, Hometown Credit Union's wide variety of home loan options and highly competitive rates can help make your house, well, a home. Learn more and apply online at hometowncu.coop. Equal housing lender.
Graphic Mailbox means business. Our team of experts focuses on saving you time and money by ensuring you get the right products and services at the right price in a single quick visit. We can pack and ship almost anything to almost anywhere in the world. But shipping is only one way we can help make your life easier. In addition to our pack and ship service, we are also Northfield's one-stop shop for signs, banners, large format graphics, and multiple business services. Large or small, Graphic Mailbox can handle it. Come on in. We'll take care of you.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. Jimmy LaRue along with A.J. Reister and the crew. Just a little, we got a whole bunch of people kind of hanging around. We got the cameraman going on there. Oliver's doing his thing. We got Lance over here. We got Daniel over here as well. I mean, we got a whole crew of people up here at the top of the arena here, and Raiders kind of taking the lead 4-0 here. A couple shorthanded goals there in the second period. So let's recap quickly kind of the game stats right here. It's pretty much the Raiders getting on the board quickly and first at the 5:32 mark in that first period, able to score a goal on that, and that was a power play goal for Camden Munson out in front there with a nice pass from Klotz, so he's able to score that goal. And then it had a couple holding penalties in there and some shorthanded opportunities. They didn't score on that one, but then it was Camden Kaiser with another pass from Munson straight across the ice right out in front of the crease, and he was able to put one home at the 15:35 mark to put him up 2-0. They had outshot on 7-6. Other than that, I mean, the contest seemed pretty even. Then in the second period, 15 seconds in, Camden Munson goes down for a 5-minute major. So they're going to be in the penalty kill for 5 straight minutes. And it's like, okay, good luck. Let's see what happens here. Well, surprisingly enough, at the 2:19 mark, Andrew Winter takes one down, and he puts it past the goalie, and then he scored the first shorthanded goal. And 3 minutes, literally 3 minutes later, Camden Kaiser gets his second goal of the night and puts them up 4-0. So the next 12 minutes were, kind of they're uneventful, but there was several penalties in there. I'm looking at this right now. So the Raiders have 13 minutes in penalties. So out of the 34 possible, they've been basically, it's like 21 minutes is mano a mano. They were down for 13 minutes and lead the contest 4-0.
That's not a number that you see normally. Normally it's the other way around. Normally the guys who are on the power play, have a 4-0 lead. And we talked about earlier is that both teams need to stay out of the penalty box in order to win this game. Well, maybe we were wrong. Maybe the Raiders should stay short-handed more often, try to score some more goals. But it's definitely been kind of one of those games for the Raiders where it's been next man mentality. And they've taken the opportunities when they've been given to them, and even when they haven't been given to them, they've been able to make plays and just put some pressure on the Mankato West defense, able to put the puck in the back of the net, and that's just kind of been the story all night.
Surprisingly enough, it's always the same thing. Mike Lucraft, coach of the Raiders, always says it. We gotta just be disciplined. We gotta stay out of the net. Well, of all the games that I've covered with them, it's like every time he says that, it's exactly the opposite. And the last contest they at least tied. At least they tied that contest. But tonight they're just like taking advantage of every opportunity that's out there. And it's like, how is this possible that they're able to do this? I mean, so they tied it up against Rochester Mayo, and they were in the penalty box more than Mayo was on that night as well. But they were able to skate to a 3-3 tie. And he was saying that Rochester Mayo was going to be one of those teams that would probably be at the top before the end of the year, but they're below Mankato West right now as well. And but they do have an 8-2-3 record, but they've only got 3 wins in the conference, so they haven't even played that many games. So Mayo still with an opportunity to play against each other several times. So until they start getting into more of that conference play, and we won't be probably seeing. Looks like Rochester Mayo, the next time we see them is all the way in February 17th, and that'll be a Thursday. So that'll be Mayo all the way down there. So we'll kind of see they'll be playing a lot more games probably in the conference. So it'll be interesting to see where Mayo ends up on the night. But again, shots on goal, 17 in favor of the Raiders, 14 for Mankato West. But we spent half the time, almost half of the game in the penalty box.
It doesn't make any sense, but yet here we are watching the Raiders just do their thing. At the end of the day, that's what they do. They obviously the score matters to them, but what the score sheet says with penalty minutes, goals, assists, that doesn't really matter to them. As long as they win the game and they come out of here with a W, that's all that matters.
It is indeed. So Raiders on top, 4-0 from your Mark Quinnell scoreboard, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. We've got our third period still coming up here on KYMNradio.net. So you're listening and watching to Raider hockey. It's Raiders 4, Mankato West, and the Scarlets nothing after 2. We'll have more hockey coming up on KYMNradio.net.
Money is a big deal, but Community Resource Bank is ready to help. Whether you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of the Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending products. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is proud supporters of Raider Athletics and wishes all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Doctors David Brust, David Buck, Amy Finn, or Michael Thompson.
Just Food Co-op is your locally owned natural food grocer. Sure, we've got locally produced meats, a great selection of fresh produce, and hormone-free dairy products. But did you know we also carry mac and cheese, chicken nuggets, tater tots, and cheese puffs? Minus the MSG and other artificial additives you really don't want your family eating. There's something for everyone's taste buds at the Co-op. Member or not, you're always welcome at Just Food Co-op, 516 Water Street South in downtown Northfield.
Northfield Construction Company has provided quality general contracting services to the Northfield community for over 45 years. Our experienced and diverse team can handle projects from the smallest home remodel to a large-scale commercial project. Whatever your construction need, Northfield Construction will deliver. Call us today about your next project. 507-645-8975.
Bank is proud to be a locally owned bank that cares about Northfield. They know that their success depends on the success of their customers and their community. Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Northfield area athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to the Northfield Raiders in all of their sports seasons. Whether you are a player or a coach, Heritage Bank is proud of all of your hard work and excited to be cheering you on. Come visit the mortgage and real estate professionals at Heritage Bank, and they will guide you through the home buying process with ease. They look forward to serving you.
Come see the difference at Northfield Ford Chrysler, the home of the best price guarantee on new vehicles from Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. Is also the home of an outstanding service department where we always guarantee to have the lowest prices on tires for all makes and models. We even beat online prices on the 13 major tire brands we sell. Guaranteed. So if you're ready for extraordinary...
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider moving. Northfield Manor allows you to leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. Northfield Manor offers affordable, unfurnished apartments for adults that are 62 years of age and older or those that have a disability. This controlled access building features a beautiful dining room, lounge areas, laundry facilities on each floor, and an emergency response system. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you are ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Professional Pride Realty is Northfield's only locally owned and operated realty company. The buying and selling process of a home can be intimidating, so let an experienced local Professional Pride Realtor help navigate you and be your best advocate through the entire process from start to finish. Their caring and honest agents and staff want you to be successful in selling your current home or finding the home that's right for you. Professional Pride Realty is dedicated to providing a more personalized service while educating buyers and sellers on today's ever-changing market. Professional Pride Realty, providing you with good information to make good decisions.
Hi, this is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Professional Dental Group has delivered the same exceptional care for over 35 years. Whether you are scheduling for a general visit or an emergency appointment, we are excited to see your smile. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. Brian Kraby, Dr. John Nowak, and Dr. Tyler Yonke, go Raiders.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. You may have heard we now have Southern Minnesota's newest LASIK Center, a fixed laser site at our Faribault location with the latest technology available. But it isn't just technology that makes for a good LASIK experience. I've been doing this for 25 years. I have over 10,000 LASIK procedures under my belt, and that's when I stopped counting 10 years ago. Ritchie Eye Clinic. Check us out, ritchieeyeclinic.com.
And welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. You're watching Raider hockey on KYMNradio.net. We're streaming it live here this evening. The Raiders up 4-0. We're just about ready to get our third period underway. Mankato West just coming back on the ice. We're going to check it out, see if number 28, Brady Hatkin, makes it back on the ice here for the third period. He took a pretty nasty sprawl into the boards late in that second period with about 4 minutes remaining. And they took him out of the game, and the trainers kind of checked him out a little bit and decided to have him come off the ice. I don't see him on the ice right now, so it looks like Brady Hatkin is a scratch for the night. He's the 5'9" senior from Mankato West, so we wish him the best, of course. We don't need any injuries to any of the players, but it's unfortunate. It can be a violent game at times. So the Raiders getting ready to face off against Mankato West in the third period, and a rare exception for Klotz to lose control of the face-off, but the Raiders end up with it back in behind the net before Mankato was able to clear the puck and try to skate it out of their zone in a hot pursuit. The Raiders very, very good at the stick check and forecheck, doing a great job. Munson in hot pursuit, who was the guy guilty of the 5-minute penalty there in that second period, who had to sit for most of that period in the second period. So Raiders 4, Mankato 0. There's a centering pass across the crease. Nobody out in front. Power play for the West, and yet the Raiders again continue to kill the penalty. Munson knocking that one up and out into the bench of the Raiders.
Yeah, Fossum got caught at the end of the second period, which is why he's in the box right now. 25 seconds left in the Mankato West power play, but as we've talked about all night, Raiders have been amazing on the penalty kill. A couple of shorthanded goals as well, so we'll see if that continues here in the final 20 seconds of this power play.
Winter tries to dump it out, can't do it. There's a shot on goal right into the chest pad of Keaton Waylock. Waylock is so far at 100%. Was saved. 15 goals shot on goal so far tonight, and luckily for the Raiders, nothing got past him yet. So we've got 16:08 here in the third period, final period of the contest. Scarlets versus the Raiders. Scarlets in the power play for another 11 seconds. In behind the net it goes. Broken up by the Raiders is Brecken Riley back there. Puck's coming out in front. Right out in front it is. And Waylock will just scoop it up with the glove and cover it up. So we've got 1 second remaining in the power play for Mankato West. We want to thank everyone and our sponsors and everyone who have contributed to our ability to bring you the streaming live video contest between the Scarlets and the Raiders on KYMNradio.net. So thank you so much. Thank you for all of you that are watching right now and and participating and cheering on your hometown Raiders. So hopefully we'll be able to bring you a lot more in the future as well. So they'll be going back to full squad. That one's going to get pushed off by Waylock off to the right. Raiders trying to control the puck. They do, but it gets past Luke Johnson. It's going to get picked up by Mankato. Now intercepted again by the Raiders. They're going to bring it on through. Neutralize Winter down that right side. Looking for a pass out front. Can't get to it. Broken up by the Scarlets. Coming back into neutral play. Trying to get around the referee there a little bit. Sawyer tries to dump it back across the middle. Geiger all the way across. Winter down the left side. Tries to control the puck in behind the net. He's looking for something out front. That's going to get broken up. In hot pursuit is West. Winter up to the top. Diffuse. Back down to Winter. Winter trying to control the puck. In behind the net now is the Raiders. Stick comes loose. Stick is loose. There's a shot. That one's broken up. And still a shot coming from Frank from the right point. Raiders controlling the ice for the most part. And the puck as well here in the first period. We got a 14:44 remaining in the third period, and the Raiders still in hot pursuit. Almost caught with a line change there. It's going to be Merritt down the right side. All the way in, around the corner. Tries to do a dump pass out front. Can't get his hand on trying to get his hand on there is Berkmeyer. He was trying to get his glove out there. Couldn't get out. Was on his pads. Was kind of scrambling to try and get out there and cover up on the puck. So the Raiders with another shot here in the third period. Their 18th shot on net. 16 for Mankato West will face off to the left of Berkmeyer for the Scarlet. Olsen tries to control the face-off. Broken up by Scarlets. Raiders keeping it in. Down in the corner. Trying to skate it up to the circle. Vogt. Puck comes loose. Raiders restructure. Olsen tries to take it back in. That's going to come back to Vogt. He's going to go down that left side. Comes out. Clears himself from the right point. Riley shot across the middle. Missed. In behind. Raiders still able to control the puck here in the third period. Now they'll skate through. Neutralize. Dump it all the way back in behind his essay. Ooh, and he just gets lifted off the puck there. That's Fossum. He just kind of cleared him. But the Raiders come away with it clean. Now that puck's going to go all the way in behind, and they can't get a stick on it. So they're going to call him for icing there. 13:38 remaining here in our third period. Northfield Raiders 4 and the Scarlets 0. So they'll bring the puck all the way back down, and we'll face off to the left of Keaton Waylock.
Both teams still playing very aggressive into this third period. Obviously, Mankato West down by 4, but still trying to play very aggressive hockey, which is their MO. No doubt coming into this game, as we saw a big hit on Michael Fossum there just a few minutes ago.
So that puck is going to come loose. Mankato will control the face-off. Raiders trying to break it back up. Tries to clear it. Kaiser tries to dump it all the way down the right side. Kaiser with already 2 goals on the night, and he had 2 opportunities for a hat trick already tonight. So let's see if his momentum carries him through the third period here. I know there's a couple people sitting in front of me that might actually have a couple of hats standing by to toss on the ice. West could clear this one out. Centering pass all the way across, and there's a pass. Oh, broken up by the Raiders defenseman. As Brunmeyer tries to do a fancy little move with the stick, but can't do it. Raiders will control the puck in their own zone. 12:48 remaining in the third period. Puck controlled, centering pass. That goes all the way through, past Rigdon. That puck comes right out in front, and Langworthy couldn't get his stick on it as well, and Keaton Waylock will just cover up. So with 12:38 remaining here in the third period, at least now we're penalty free.
Yeah, so far we are.
So far we are penalty free in this contest. This might be the longest time that the Raiders have gone without a penalty for a period anyhow. That puck's going to come loose and go all the way across the net. Zimmerman with it. Raiders break it up. Tries to dump it in behind, down in the left circle. Winter tries to kick it loose. Scarlets recover. all the way across the ice before the Raiders pick it up. Now they'll try to dump it and then pass. On the left side they go, looking for a centering pass, and there it is, and he just missed the opportunity. So again, an opportunity for Geiger to get a shot on goal, but just misses the pass. Geiger with a nice forecheck down against the boards. Raiders trying to come clear with it, come loose, and down the right side is Brackey. He's going to take it down in behind the net. Centering pass off the pad. Ooh, and the two Raiders smash into each other. They're both down. 1-on-3. There's a slap shot, but that's going to get broken up by the defense. Fossum down on the Raiders' end. Puck tied up down in the corner. Picked up by the Raiders, cleared by the Raiders. West will push it right back down into the corner. Frank with the puck. Stick down in the lower corner down there. That one comes loose into the neutral ice. They'll just dump it right back in, and they'll come hard charging as Brunmeyer. Pass to the far boards. Into the neutral ice we go. That one, Brunmeyer, he breaks that one up. Sends it right back into the Northfield zone. Fossum tries to clear the zone. Skating through into the center. Off the back boards. Merritt tries to get the rebound. Down the right side, he's got an opportunity. Through slot shot. Shoots, he scores! Merritt with a tricky little shot to give it a 5-0 lead in favor of the Northfield Raiders. So 6 minutes and 7 seconds into the period, and Merritt puts the Raiders up 5-0 and a fancy little goal down the right slot.
Yeah, just like you said, fancy. And there's some shifty stick work there by Colin Merritt. A fun fact about Colin Merritt, he's also a cross-country athlete and a track athlete, so I know him very well from those two sports, but getting some time here this winter to play some hockey, which I know he loves so much. So seeing some speed up on the near boards there, definitely some cross-country and track speed there. I'm going to attest to that. And then some nice stick work there in it to get the puck in the back of the net.
6:07 in the third period.
They lost the puck, couldn't find it. It was stuck in somebody's jersey somewhere. So anyhow, somebody talk about pickpocketing somebody. They're definitely trying to do that. But yeah, nice goal by all means, all stretch. It was just a nice easy goal to put them up 5-0. So Raiders still dominating, staying true. Klotz down the right side. Now he's going to do a centering pass. That's not come out front. That can't get a stick on that one. Munson back to the point. Now breaking down that side is Rigdon. Rigdon down the left side. Skates into the slot. Tries to do it behind the pass. Skate through. Tried to pass back to himself to the right side. And he's going to take Waylock out. Waylock down on the ice. He's coming back up. Looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him there a little bit. And got thrown into the net. So a little bit of violent action there. But he seems to be okay. Let's see if the referees check him out. The trainer, doesn't look like anything is going to happen right here. No penalty on the play. Just a hard skate right through the crease. Takes Waylock into the net and knocks the net off. So we're just going to reset everything here. 10 minutes, 17 seconds remaining here in the third period. Raiders out shooting the Scarlets 21-16 overall in the night. 4-2 here in the third period in favor of the Raiders. 4 shots to the 2 of that of the Scarlets. So referees talking things over with the captains over here. It's good to see what they've got going on. Having a little discussion, possibly having a discussion about, hey guys, keep it clean. I know it's, you're down 4-0 and yeah, you're both physical, but let's take it easy, boys.
Yeah, we don't want to. We already see number 28 from Mankato West have to leave the game. We don't want to see anyone else have to take a seat.
So right now, they're talking about they're just trying to figure out what we got going on at this point. So let's take a look at that last goal. Let's take a look at Colin Lemare's goal down the right side. So as you're going to see him come breaking loose down the right hand side, and he's going to get a nice sharp pass here. So it's going to get broken up, and that's going to go down there.
That took Waylock out.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So, with that said, I hope you like that replay. It was just showing you kind of what was going on down the backside of the net there and knocking Waylock off of there. So they're probably talking a little bit about, keeping it clean down in the crease down there. So 10 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. Mankato controls it. So they are going to have a penalty. Colin Merritt. So they're going to get him 2 minutes for roughing as well. So
had the goal just a couple minutes ago. Now he's taking a seat for roughing there.
It's interesting how we were called for roughing when their guy took our guy out of the net. So it's kind of how'd that work out? Yeah. So again, Raiders in a shorthanded situation. So
we've been good at that all night. So who knows?
All right, there's a winding shot across the middle. The goalie covers it all back up, and we will regroup and face off to the right. Again, there's another opportunity out in front. Klotz out in front, grabbed the puck in behind, skates in and around behind, and was able to then, get a shot on goal. So we should be facing off. It seems like it's taken a long time for these guys to get the face-off going on those plays.
They got taking a little bit longer on the line changes than I think at least we want them to.
Right, exactly. Of course, the Scarlets trailing 5-0. Winter got a stick on his skate. Could have got called for interference or a tripping there, but guy didn't go to the ice, so no harm, no foul, I guess, as Winter breaks hard and fast down the right side. Trying to control the puck. He does. He's got a puck right out in front of the slot. He's going to take a shot on goal. He just gets checked right down to the ice, and that one is blocked by the goalie. Bertmeyer with a good save there after Winter with an aggressive shot through the slot. Down the left side, Scarlets in the corner. 2-on-1 down the corner. Frank trying to clear it. Can't do it. Debuse with the puck. He's going to try to clear it through. That's going to come up to the top of the circle. Take it off the skates. Puck dropped all the way back into the Northfield Raider zone. Through the neutral ice. Picked it up by Kaiser. Kaiser with the puck. He's dangerous from centering pass, and that's just, and it's no good. Kaiser with 2 goals on the night already, with another opportunity for maybe an assist right there. Is Merritt with an opportunity, unable to convert. Mankato will bring it through neutral ice. Drop pass, picked up, intercepted by Kaiser. In the corner they fight. Klotz coming loose with it. Here's Fossum. He's going to come all the way down the near board, looking for a pass. He's centered all the way around, in behind to Klotz. Klotz tries to beat him there. And now in the corner, centering pass. Another one out in front, but that one's broken up by the Scarlets. Puck down in behind the net. Klotz tries to center it out. Nobody out there. Puck comes loose. Dumps it right back in off the stick of the defenseman. Klotz. Double teamed into the boards.
He ain't too happy about that.
He was not happy with that at all. I mean, I know they were talking probably earlier. They're getting a little chippy down there in the corner. We'll just see. It was 2-on-1 down there in the corner. We'll just see who they decide to give the penalty to. And it looks like they're going to give it to Gage Schmidt. So at the 9:24, Schmidt goes to the box for 2 minutes.
And you could see after that hit, Klotz, he kind of gave them both a little bit of a hit with his stick as they kind of skated away. So no doubt not too happy about getting flattened right there by 2 guys. So.
Yeah, that was, I mean, there was just, he was defenseless pretty much the entire time, and it was a 2-on-1 smash and grab. So
and it looks like are they going to send Klotz to the bench too? Yes,
for a delayed penalty, I suppose. So maybe an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty or something like that as well for the aftermath of that. So we're going to be, looks like we're going to be at the short man advantage, I think, or they're just going to go 5-on-5. They're going to go 5-on-5. They're just going to put both the guys in the box, tell them to cool off and chill out for a while. All right. Well, with that said, Riley pucks in behind Kaiser. Moves the stick. He's getting tied up down in the corner down there. So 6 is going to get 2 minutes. So they both get 2 minutes, but they're going to go 5-on-5 with the penalty. So they're going to call it an offsetting penalty, and they're just going to go sit in the box. And they're still going to go 5-on-5 as the Raiders lead the contest 5-0. So kind of an interesting situation there. You know, I don't know. They've probably got Spencer for retaliation. And, you know, after he got smoked into the boards, it's an emotional game. And, you know, what are you going to do?
Especially between these two Big Nine conference opponents. I mean, this game does matter. The Raiders only have a 1-point advantage over Mankato East and Rochester Century in the Big Nine standings. So even though the score does read 5-0, it's still an important game for the Raiders to make sure they come out with the W.
And down that left side they go. He's got a shot. That one's up off the stick. Up and behind the net it goes. He gets crunched into the boards. West trying to control the puck and get it out through in this centering pass out through the neutral zone. West trying to dump it down in behind, and they do. All the way back in behind the net. Raiders will pick the puck up, regroup, trying to work their way up through the neutral zone. There's a centering pass over there to Vogt. He's got another opportunity. There's a shot, and it's good! Snuck through the legs. There's a shot by Vogt, and he was able to sneak it past and put the Raiders up 6-0. 10 minutes and 41 seconds in, and the Raiders are up now 6-0.
Parker Voigt able to make a nice play out front and just barely snuck it past the Mankato West goalie, Berkmeyer. That was a great play by Voigt to give the Raiders a 6-0 lead. No doubt a nice play by Voigt.
All right, so we've got a 6-0 lead going on here. So the Raiders will continue with 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes left here in the third period with a 6-0 lead in favor of the Northfield Raiders. Still through the neutral zone. Winter's just going to dump it in. Looks like they're going to stay on the ice. Raiders skating through. Dump pass over there to Fossum. Almost broken up by the Scarlets. In behind the net they go. Broken up by the defense. Cleared finally. Skating through. Tries to do a lift pass, which he does, but Fossum is the recipient of that one. And he gets double teamed over there in far boards. Puck's going to get bounced off the inside boards. Going to come all the way through, and they're going to call yet a icing penalty. Looks like they are now in a running time. So it is 6-0. There will be no stoppage of play, and they will just continue through to finish out this contest with now 5 minutes remaining in this third period from the Northfield Ice Arena. 24 shots for the Raiders, 16 for Mankato West. So the Raiders slowly starting to move the puck a little bit more, get a few more shots on goal. They pretty much controlled the puck for the most part here in the third period in the Scarlet zone. Raiders try to clear it through the neutral zone. Here's Spencer Klotz. He's 2-on-1. He's got an opportunity. There's a pass right there. He shoots and he scores! Munson with the score. So right about the 13:30 mark, say give or take a couple there, right there. Munson with another shot on goal, and that is his second goal of the evening today. So that's going to put them up 7-0 here in the third period, as the clock just continues to tick, tick, tick away. And now it's down to 4 minutes. Wow. And they finally put the score on the scoreboard. I wasn't sure what they were doing with that, but they took them a while to get it. But so now it is 7-0 in favor of the Northfield Raiders. So still 3 minutes and 49 seconds remaining. So the Raiders will go into kind of a more, I won't say it's a delay, but they're gonna. I mean, they still play aggressive. Mike Lucraft tells them, you play it to the very end, and he still stays fairly aggressive in the final games. Even when the score is a blowout like this, his guys are taught you just fight to the end. So who knows? We'll see. I don't think you're going to see a let up by this team by any means. Olsen's going to steal the puck, control it all the way across the ice. Nobody over there. The Raiders will back it all the way up and just back on down as they come skating through the neutral ice. Is Rigdon down that left side, and looks like we've got an offsides. So again, even with a penalty, the clock just keeps ticking. So for them, it's not an advantage for them. But 2 minutes and 53 seconds remaining here in the third period as the clock just continues to go. Raiders again up 7-0 from your Mark Cornell scoreboard. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. So again, the one thing they do want is they do not want to give up the shutout because they've got a shutout going here, and I'm sure the defense does not want anything to change in that. Here's looking for a centering pass out in front, but there's nobody there. Broken up by the Raiders. Tries to clear it. They'll try to dump it right back in, keep it in. And it just can't get it out into the neutral zone until now. There we go. Now it's out into the neutral zone. They'll dump it into all the way back. Sawyer fighting for it, trying to get his hands on the puck. Getting a little chippy down there in the corner. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining in the third period. Raiders trying to control it. Here's Klotz. He's going to keep Spencer in the game. And he's going to continue in a hot pursuit. Down through the middle they come. There's going to be a shot right into the hands of Waylock. He tried to put it out there, but he couldn't get it out of his glove. But nonetheless, with the running clock going on, it's still 1:40 remaining, and it just continues to tick here in the third period. Raiders up, like I said, 7-0 here. And again, line changes seem to be dragging on a little bit, and I don't think, nobody's really complaining about it, I guess you could say, even though they got a running time. So, again, the Raiders, I'm sure, do not want to give up this shutout for Waylock.
Yeah, that'd be his third shutout this season, coming in with 2, up 7-0. If this defense can hang on for the next minute, it'll be number 3 for Keaton.
And in through the neutral ice we go. Olsen trying to dumping it into the Scarlet zone down there. 1 minute, just under a minute to go. Raiders trying to control the puck down in to the far corner. Mankato West will bring it out. They'll skate it all the way through the neutral zone, now all the way to the right circle. Round denying the net. They're looking for a centering pass. Nothing there. Here's a shot. He falls down, so he couldn't get a stick on it. 35 seconds remaining in the shutout here for the Raiders. Puck comes, clears right out in front. Oh, what a shot, but that one comes off and out in front with the rebound, but the net came off. There was an opportunity there, so they were just 20 seconds away from the shutout. The clock continues to tick. 17, 15, 14, 13. And they're not going to get the face-off, boys and girls. There's just no way this face-off is going to happen. This is going to tick all the way down, and that's going to wrap it up here from the Northfield Ice Arena. The Raiders 7 and the Mankato East Scarlets 0. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll wrap the game and get you up to date on what's happening, what's next for the Northfield Raiders. You're watching Raider Hockey on KYMNradio.net.
Hi, it's Kirk from Merchants Bank, your community bank in Northfield. On behalf of our entire team, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a blessed holiday season. We hope you enjoy the time with your family, friends, and neighbors. As we close out 2021, our team is looking ahead to the new year with excitement and optimism. We can't wait to learn more about your hopes and dreams and help you work towards them as your financial partner. Happy holidays from your friends at Merchants Bank.
The Quarterback Club in Northfield is a proud sponsor of Raider Athletics and wishes them continued success. Keep up the hard work. The QB is your place to go for great breakfast, flame-broiled burgers, tender barbecue ribs, delicious sandwiches, and of course that roasted chicken that just can't be beat. Stop in and feed your appetite today at the Quarterback Club in Northfield. The forced air system in your home keeps you comfortable year-round. But most people don't know. There's a lot more than air coming out of your ducts. Let the professionals at ServiceMaster by IAT get the dust, dirt, allergens, and even dust mites out of your ducts and out of the air you breathe, so your family can breathe clean, healthy air once again. You have a choice of who to call when it comes to cleaning your ducts and improving the air you breathe. Make the right choice. Demand the best.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
ServiceMaster by IAT, 877-945-0993.
Since 1876, Wanamingo Mutual Insurance Agency has proudly offered homeowners and farmers fire, wind, and auto insurance. With Wanamingo Mutual Insurance Company, all decisions are made locally, so you can expect quick, responsive claim service with agents who know your name. So for homeowners, farm combination packages, along with fire, wind, or auto insurance quotes, contact an insurance company that knows you by name, not your policy number. That's Wanamingo Mutual Insurance Agency in Wanamingo at wgomutual.com.
The days are getting cooler, and it means it's time to take a trip to Witt Brothers for your winter checkup. Let's face it, no one wants to get caught in the cold with a dead battery. Make sure your vehicle is in peak condition for the winter season. The checkup includes an oil change, tire rotation, brake inspection, battery tests, and they'll even winterize your vehicle. Stop by Witt Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield, for all your automotive maintenance and repair needs.
Fall is a great time to get that landscaping project, home remodel, or repair done, and with interest rates still low, you can do it all with a home loan from Hometown Credit Union. Hometown Credit Union offers a variety of home loan options for refinancing, renovating, new construction, and purchasing your first home or forever home. Whatever your home loan needs are, Hometown Credit Union can make them happen with rates and terms to fit. Learn more and apply online at hometowncu.coop. Equal housing lender. From the team at Hometown Credit Union, go Raiders!
And welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. We're going to kind of recap things here a little bit for you. It was a blowout. It was 7-0 in favor of the Northfield Raiders. They spent way too much time in the penalty box and came out way too far ahead for a victory.
We talked about in the pregame how both of these teams need to stay out of the penalty box in order to win the game, and yet the exact opposite happened. The Raiders were in the penalty box for much of the game, and yet came out victorious 7-0, scoring many of their goals short-handed, which is something you don't typically see in a hockey game at any level, but yet the Raiders came out here and did it here tonight.
30% of the time, almost 30% of the time they're in the box. I mean,
wow. That's something you don't see.
15 minutes of penalties, and they played 51 minutes. So I mean, that's telling you something. I mean, you want to talk about physical, but it got a little crazy there, for sure. So pretty much out shooting them for the night, and it was 28-16 in favor of the Northfield Raiders. As far as the shots on goal, they just kind of broke things open late in the third period as they kind of were just buzzing the net all night out in front. They scored 3 there in that final period, and so they were able to capitalize on that. So at the 6:07 mark, it was Cullen Merritt breaking it down the right-hand side, and he scores. And then a few minutes later, he ends up in the penalty box, adding to their demise.
Of course,
but their penalty kill is just outstanding. It's amazing what they're capable of doing. And then again, it was Parker Voigt's opportunity, and he was able to score at the 10:41 mark to put him up 6-0. And then late, 13:36 remaining, Caden Munson, again with his second goal on the night, was able to capitalize and score for the 7th time. And so, of course, Caden Munson now has 7 goals and another assist tonight. So he's got 11 assists and 7 goals. So he's up to 18 points. So he really improved on his stats here tonight as well. So, again, Northfield pretty much taking care of business just like they do. I mean, even shorthanded, somehow figured it out.
Yeah, and another point to make is that 5 different guys had goals tonight. Cam had 2, Caden had 2, Cullen had 1, Parker had 1, Andrew Winter had 1. So they were getting the puck around to just about everybody. And I was trying to keep track of assists, but I ended up losing track after the second goal. So I'm not quite sure who all was able to get assists tonight, but I'm sure it was all over the board as well. So everyone was getting involved in this game, which is something they like to do. As we point out in the pregame, just about everyone on the lineup has at least 1 point, whether it's a goal or an assist. And obviously tonight those numbers are going to skyrocket, 7 goals and however many assists they had. So they were able to get everybody involved. Everyone's able to put in their 2 cents in this game, and we're able to contribute to an important win now. That since they were only up by 1 over Mankato East and Rochester Century in the Big 9 standings, they gain another 2 points, which puts them at 13 points on the season. That's 8-4-1 overall. So an important win here tonight, no doubt, for the Raiders.
Yeah, so, I mean, they spread it around. Like Klotz with an assist. He didn't have any goals tonight, which is surprising. He leads the team with 16 goals and 22 assists now, so he's up to 38 points. But I know that Monson got an assist and Geiger got an assist, and I believe Merritt got an assist. So, I mean, yeah, they're kind of spreading things out there a little bit as well. And it was just a good game. I won't call it clean. We're not going to call this clean by any way, shape, or form. And again, unfortunate number 28, Brady Hatkin, took a hard hit there in the second period against the boards and came up kind of lame, and they sent him off to the ice, and he did not return to the third period. And it's unfortunate. He's one of their top performers. He's a senior, and you certainly don't want to see a senior and one of the top guys go out for any reason. And again, we wish him and the team well, and we hope we see him on their next contest.
Most definitely.
And speaking of the next contest, it is going to be Mankato West. They're going to be taking on Mankato East Loyola, and that's going to be Friday night from the Blakesley Stadium in Mankato. That's a 5:30 game for them. And then for your Northfield Raiders, it's going to be Saturday. We're going to have Winona. Of course, it is Hockey Day Minnesota on Saturday, and that'll be Winona. They'll be at Winona Bud King Ice Arena. Our next game will be against Mankato East Loyola, taking on the Northfield Raiders next Tuesday, January 25th. I want to thank everyone for joining us, everyone for sticking around and seeing what's happening, watching this live stream right here on KYMNradio.net. AJ Reister, Jimmy LaRue, bidding you all adieu. We'll catch you next time for Raider Hockey on KYMNradio.net.